And good evening, everyone. Welcome into Bobby Gentry Stadium tonight. The Hawkinsville Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles will be hooking up here in just about 29 minutes. Bruce Mims with Chuck Ferguson in the booth with me tonight. Eddie is on assignment. That's what we call it when he goes with his wife to the ball games.
That's right.
That's right.
He's on assignment to make sure his son does good, right?
Making sure his wife and his sister-in-law and all of them is okay. Some of the road trips, they don't like for them to go by themselves, and I understand. Makes a lot of sense to me. Chuck, Saturday morning quarterback show in the morning at 9 o'clock. We'll get things underway. And, of course, we'll talk with Coach Tim Suttles. Scheduled to be with us, Coach Billy Law, Marion County. Wasn't able to make contact with him this week, but I'm hoping he got the text message, and he'll be ready to go in the morning. Last year's game, a defensive struggle. It was a tight ball game right to the very end.
13-3, yep.
Also, we'll talk with Dublin Irish head coach Roger Holmes. They've got ECI tonight. We also will talk with Darren Alford of Sly County. They're playing Blakely County. That's a big matchup for those guys tonight.
On the football now, on the baseball field, that used to be big too, but
yes.
On the football field now, that's going to be big. Nice.
Absolutely. Albert County's got the week off, but we're going to talk with Coach Shannon Jarvis anyway. Coach Wesley Tankersley of Stevens County. They got Dawson County tonight. They're Stevens County's undefeated. Burton County head coach Franklin Stevens will be with us. They're on the road at Evans, and we'll also talk with Evans head coach Barrett Davis about the ball game tonight. Walnut Grove's Robert Andrews will be with us. Windsor Forest head coach Jeb Stewart will be with us, fresh off their win last night over Islands. Veterans head coach Josh Ingram will be with us. Ed Dudley, Blessed Trinity, he'll be with us. Excited about that. I'm glad to have him on with us again. They're taking on St. Pius, and that's a huge matchup up in the Atlanta area and the private school ranks. We also have Coach Kevin Smith of Perry, scheduled to be with us. Wow, that's a huge game tonight. Veterans who is undefeated, and Perry, I think, with one loss. That's going to be a heck of a matchup, Chuck.
All those teams in Houston County are just rolling right now. It's I'm glad to see that. As a 478 fan, I'm glad to see that. And you're right. They're going to be. It's going to be a hard ticket to get tonight in that game.
Oh, absolutely. And folks, that's one of them. Katie barred the door. Leave the women and children at home. It's going to be. It's going to be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Other coaches we'll be talking with in the morning. Calhoun head coach Clay Stevenson. They're playing Cedartown. That's always a good matchup between those two schools. Forest Park head coach Corey Johnson will be with us. They're playing KIP, and you asked me what KIP stood for, and I did not write that down, and I can't remember. All I've ever heard anybody, any of the sports announcers all across the state of Georgia, TV, radio, whatever, they just call them KIP.
You know why? Because they're just like us. They don't know.
They don't know either. I know where to find it. And we'll also talk with Coach Sean Calhoun, head coach of Colquitt County. They are playing Lee County tonight.
Well, that's going to be a good one, too.
That one is that's one that's going to sell a lot of tickets.
That'll probably have some interest from outside the state of Georgia, I would imagine.
Oh, absolutely.
Those big sports writers, I think they'll be paying close attention to that game.
Again, all that coming up in the morning on the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show. I don't know about you, Chuck, but I know what I'm going to be doing Sunday about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to be doing, too. Driving home from a radio show and getting ready to watch.
I said Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Sunday.
Saturday's a given, too, but Sunday.
Yeah, I went in. Wait, does it have anything to do with Thanksgiving meal?
Yeah, I ran in and talked to Lewis a little bit this afternoon, and I told him, I said, I will be seeing you Sunday for some turkey and dressing and gravy and cranberry sauce. And folks, I tell you, if you haven't been to the steakhouse, you're missing a treat.
To go. If you leave there hungry, it's because you didn't want to eat anything.
Wow.
It is so good.
With all the turkey and the dressing, I always try to finish it off with a few slices of that carved roast beef with some odd juice on top of it.
So good.
Man.
Yeah, that's when you have just enough room in your stomach. And then you got to just make room for the ice cream after that. Ice cream and maybe some banana pudding. Man, those banana pudding's so good.
Well, you know, I always look forward to the peach cobbler, and I'm gaining, and all that weight I lost, and I'm going to gain it back Sunday.
Just thinking about it, I gained some weight.
Folks, really, get in your car, head on out to the steakhouse. Those guys will treat you better than family. It's Thanksgiving every Sunday at the Steakhouse Restaurant in Hawkinsville. We're going to take our first break of the evening. I think, or Chuck, is he still tied up?
I will ask him.
We'll keep it a little bit longer. He'll respond to us. Look at a matchup of tonight's game with Hawkinsville Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles. Eagles come in Class A Division II, like we play in Division II. They're out of Region number 6. Coach Billy Law. They're 2-0 on the season. They were off last week. Next week they got Manchester. And I'm going to tell you what, Manchester opened up on a couple of them Columbus schools already this year, and that's going to be a tough matchup for I think both of them. But Coach Law is this team is not playing like the team he had last year, and you know, one of the biggest numbers I've seen with them, their numbers were way down.
Yeah,
you know, they were lucky to have 30 dressed, and but they're playing very well.
That's tough. That's tough. I know as a coach that's tough. And, you know, you want to go out and ask kids to play, and, you know, there's every excuse in the world, or concentrating on golf and basketball and everything else. But, yeah, it's tough. You know, you talk about Manchester, you know, that's a historic or a storied program. It's just a storied program. You know, I played college ball with a guy from Manchester, big old offensive lineman, and them Jokers were good back in those days, man. They were really good ball players.
Yeah, and we actually had to make a couple trips over to Manchester over the years, and it's a long haul. But they got some good football over on that neck of the woods over there, right on the Alabama state line. Look at the Hawkinsville Red Devils. The Devils come in under first-year head coach Tim Suttles with a 2-1 record. Next week, the Red Devils on the road at Twiggs County. Chuck, game one, we had penalties here and there. We turned over the ball. You know, we just didn't play smooth at all, and we came up on the short end. Went into the Rutland game, played fairly well in the first half, but we still had some stuff going on. Had a lead going late into the half. A turnover later, we're behind going into the half, and the Devils come out in the third quarter and just owned it, putting 22 points on the board. And, Chuck, it's been Katie bar the door since then.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Yeah.
So the first game, I mean, we played. Yeah, it's first game of the year. You're going to have some issues playing against a couple guys who are D1 SEC athletes, and you know, I thought that Malik Sims did a great job that night of putting just putting a blanket on that guy that's going to Florida. I thought he did a really good job. Very encouraged to see that. I don't think the score of that game was really indicative of how really close it was.
Right.
I thought we played really well that night. And then, you know, going into the half of that Rutland game, you know, 44 seconds left to go in the half, and we're up 12-6, I think it was, wasn't it? Or 13-6, something like that.
12-7.
12-7, that's right. 12-7 with 44 seconds left to go. And then, you know, lo and behold, by the time halftime got there, we're down, you know, 20-12. And it's like, man, what in the world happened? But to the credit of the coaches and those players, they went in that locker room, they got some things straight, and they came out in third quarter, Roos, and they have been absolutely amazing. It looks like a whole different program, second half of the Rutland game to where we are now. Hopefully we can keep that going tonight. It'd be great to get off to a great start and just keep that momentum going.
Checking within the region, Telfair County is 1-0 on the year. Their head coach, Matt Burleson. Telfair tonight is taking on Miller County. We've got Hawkinsville with a 2-1 record. Wheeler County is 1-2. Coach Brett Engel, his first year back there. He was there many years ago, and he's returned. Wheeler County is at Montgomery County tonight. Wilcox County 0-2 under Coach Rob Stowe, but they have had a very tough schedule. They will rebound, unfortunately. Wilcox County is taking on Pelham. Dooley County has the night off. Coach Cecil Lester, second year there. They're 0-3, and then Trutland under Coach Pat Collins 0-3. Trutland's at Toombs County tonight. We're going to take a break. You listen to the Steakhouse Restaurant pregame show right here on the river as the Red Devils and the Eagles get ready for tonight's kickoff. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned.
You're connected with the river.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the Steakhouse Restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866. The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics.
Getting your degree is as easy as 3, 2, 1, go. Enroll at Central Georgia Technical College. It could come at little or no cost to you. Visit www.centralgatech.edu/321go for details.
Welcome back into Bobby Gentry Stadium as we get closer to the kickoff. 16 minutes now before we get things underway. I remind you in the morning, the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show, 9 o'clock. We'll take a spin around the state, get you caught up with interviews from coaches all over the place. And we'll also do a little traveling with John Nelson as he and Eddie take a look at the college game this weekend. We're going to take a break as we got the prayer and the national anthem. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the Steakhouse Restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866. The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics.
Getting your degree is as easy as 3, 2, 1, go. Enroll at Central Georgia Technical College. It could come at little or no cost to you. Visit www.centralgatech.edu/321go for details.
We continue with our pregame show here at Bobby Gentry Stadium. We're just about 12 and a half minutes away from the kickoff of tonight's game between the Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles. And Chuck, I think you got some scores from last night.
Sure do. Bruce, Clarkston over Cross Keys 24-0. Glen Hills 12, Josie 8. Glen Academy 27, Baker Academy in Florida 20. Kip Atlanta 34, Forest Park nothing. Miller Grove 38-18 winners over Campbell. Osborne 35, Lakeside Atlanta nothing. University Christian of Florida 40, Charlton County 13. I like seeing the Georgia teams win over the Florida teams. I don't like seeing the
that's part of border war games that's being played all weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Windsor Forest 21, Island 7, Worth County 49-0 over Central Macon.
And you mentioned Windsor Forest over Islands. We'll have we'll talk with Coach Jeb Stewart of Windsor Forest tomorrow about that one. And Chuck, one other game, Appleton County defeated Wayne County 21-7. And that's a pretty big matchup. Wayne County played so well last year. They're not quite as well, playing quite as well as they did last year. But, they're playing a very tough early schedule. And I tell you, Chuck, when you look at the teams that are playing, that play for championships late in the year, sometimes they don't have the best record. They may be in a small region, and they may be playing up 2 or 3 classifications and playing some of the best teams in the state that way.
You're not going to get better until and unless you, play somebody better that you can learn where you need to make improvements from.
Well, there were years from the outside. You're a demon, okay? There was years where people said that Warner Robins and Northside were having issues going deeper because the region around them wasn't as strong as it could have been.
Well, those Macon schools back in the 80s, they really weren't that much of a challenge. I'll just be honest with you.
No.
Southwest probably was a better program. They had a lot of Division I talent when I was playing with them, but we beat those guys. That we never lost to a Macon school in the entire 80s, and you're probably right about that. Now there are some teams. Evans out of Augusta was really good. Back those days, Baldwin County was really good too.
Yes,
they beat us for the region championship in '86. So. And Evans beat us in '87 for the championship.
You mentioned Evans. I was up there in attendance one night in the playoffs against Evans, and they had a kid that was kicking field goals from 50-plus yards. Jesus. You know what? You probably were playing during those years I was going up there.
I have been. Now, my senior year was when they got caught with the radio transistor in the quarterback's helmet, and I've had a story out there. I'll tell you about that. Yeah, it was evident after we found out that was going on. Like, That explains things. Think you're going to get a sack, and all of a sudden you're grabbing air.
Well,
how did that happen?
The guy couldn't hear well, and they was just trying to help.
Yeah, I guess. It's a coach's son, too.
Yeah. Chuck, you want to go over some games from tonight?
Yeah, we'll start off with nice games. Bacon County is going to be at Axon County. Bainbridge and Thomasville, that's going to be a good game. Yeah. Lesser Trinity, St. Pius, I bet you that's going to be a good one, too.
Yeah, that's a huge game up in the Atlanta area between two big private schools.
Yep. Burke County at Evans, aforementioned Evans. Butler at Savannah. Calhoun and Cedartown.
Wow.
Man, that's going to be a good one.
That's
good programs right there.
That's going to be a fight. That's one if, I'd love to go up and watch one time.
Yeah. In those two programs, you look at them and you see a lot of dogs out of Cedartown. You see a lot of Clemson Tigers out of Calhoun.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a lot of Division I talent between those two schools, no doubt. Central Fellowship's going to be on the road playing at Crawford County. Let's see, got Columbia playing at Cartersville. Cook at Clinch County.
Athletes everywhere.
Yeah, I know, right? Here's one that I'm sure we'll probably hear the updates on. Crisp County on the road, and America's playing against Sumter County. I'm sure Eddie will be giving us updates. Hopefully he'll give us updates on that. Good luck to Crisp County on that one. We'll be rooting for you guys. Dalton at Rockmart.
Yeah.
It's just great. I'm telling you, high school football in Georgia is so awesome. It is really good. Let's see, Dawson County is going to be on the road to Stevens County.
And we'll talk with Stevens head coach Wesley Tankersley tomorrow. And Stevens County sitting there undefeated.
Yeah, they are undefeated. I was my unofficial son was in town this past weekend, and his mother-in-law is retired school teacher at Stevens County, so they're big Stevens County fans up there.
Beautiful area.
Yeah, oh, man, Toccoa is great. It really is. Let's see, where we're at. Dublin is going to be on the road at Emmanuel County Institute, ECI. Fitzgerald and playing in Florida. They're going down to Madison County, Florida, and playing. We'll be pulling for Tucker and those guys down there. Hopefully they'll come back with a win. Greene County is going to be playing against Wilkinson County. Haralson County on the road to Mary Person, playing up in Forsyth. Houston County be traveling up to Locust Grove. Howard on the road at Harris County. Bruce, I think that's all I got on this page.
Yeah, right.
Here we go. We'll get some more.
Private schools.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the private school sector here. So Bethlehem Christian and Augusta Christian will be playing. Brookwood School will be in Macon playing against Stratford Academy. Talked about Central Fellowship in Crawford County. Gatewood against Southland Academy. That may be a real good one. Gatewood used to have a great program when I was coaching. Man, they smoked us bad every time we played.
Gators.
Yep, Gators. And then talking about smoking us bad, and probably one of the best programs in the state of Georgia, regardless of classification or association. John Millage is going to be on the road playing against George Walton Academy. Bruce, I haven't kept up with it this year. Have they lost? They haven't lost since 2018, I think, right?
No.
Man,
they're still rolling.
I'm telling you, man, they got it going over there. Laney on the road at First Presbyterian, Toombs County at Briarwood Academy. Southwest Georgia at Deerfield Windsor. Man, I tell you what, Southwest Georgia, they're going to pick on some guys right there. Deerfield Windsor ain't no joke.
No.
Let's see, Porcelli on the road at Mount DeSales. Strong Rock, I was just up there. Strong Rock on the road playing against Athens Christian. Tatnall Squares taking on Bowden. I got two good buddies on both sides there. Coach Ox, the offensive coordinator at Tatnall, and then Richie Finley, I've known his whole life. Daddy was my defensive coach, my defensive coordinator and position coach, and both of those guys are great men. Wish the best of both of them. Thomas Jefferson and Brentwood, that's two good programs right there, too. Trinity Christian Dublin playing against Bulk Academy, and we do have to say Trinity Christian in Dublin because there's one over in Sharpsburg.
Yes.
Don't want to confuse those two. Westfield against Tift Area Academy, and that'll round out the private schools.
Coach Kenny Dallas up at Trinity Sharpsburg. I think he's scheduled maybe next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so look forward to that.
Yeah.
You mentioned Pacelli at Mountain Sales. Pacelli, we talked with Coach Dwight Jones last week,
sure
and he has got that team playing at a high level. They won the championship last year. That's going to be a big road trip for them. Mountain Sales not quite where they used to be, but that's the long trip's going to kind of help balance that one out a little bit.
He talked about it, and I didn't even know this until he said it. I mean, it would be really nice if you're, when the heat, you have an indoor practice facility. So, we got one. What? Wow, man.
And we thought all the money was over at Brooks, huh?
Yeah, or in Lowndes County.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations to those guys for that. That's just a great benefit because, you can go in when there's thunderstorms or when it's 100 degrees out, and you can still practice like you could normally do. That's just amazing.
I want to remind you of the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show at 9 o'clock. We'll talk with Coach Tim Suttles, the Hawkinsville Red Devils, and Coach Billy Law of Marion County about this one. We'll talk to Roger Holmes of Dublin, Sly County's head coach Darren Alford, Elbert County head coach Shannon Jarvis will be with us, Wesley Tankersley of Stevens County, Burke County head coach Franklin Stevens will be with us, Barrett Davis of Evans, Walnut Grove head coach Robert Andrews, Jeb Stewart of Windsor Forest, Veterans head coach Josh Ingram will be with us, Blessed Trinity head coach Ed Dudley also will be with us, Perry head coach Kevin Smith, and we'll also have Clay Stevenson of Calhoun, Corey Johnson of Forest Park, and Colquitt head coach Sean Calhoun. Red Devils down on the sideline. The captain's getting ready to go out. Devils in red from head to toe, white numerals. They're waiting to go out. It's the Mullis brothers out there as captains. You got Drake and you got Dagan. You also have number 66 Killings, Josh Killings, and we also have number 5, which is Nelson Singletary for the Red Devils. Across the way in black pants, white dots, or red numerals are the Eagles of Marion County. And Chuck, you haven't been a part of these, but we've had some battles with that program over the years, and I tell you, these two teams hadn't liked each other for a while.
Man, that is what football Friday night is all about, Bruce. It's all about rivalries and getting after it, man. And I'm looking forward to this one. It was a good one last year. I don't expect anything less this year.
77 Cameron Thomas is the big guy there on the left. Chuck, you got one of them?
Well, it looks like number 15. I don't have a number 15 on the roster here. Let's see. I can't tell. Those guys are covering them up. I'll give them to you in just a minute, Bruce.
Number 2, Greg Harris is one of them.
Okay. Is that Cameron? I think it's Cameron King, isn't it?
Yes.
Cameron King, number 2.
Yes, the numbers are.
Yeah, they're off.
There's no lines on these.
Yeah. Yeah, it says number 15. I'm wondering if that's if that may be the quarterback, Kevius Hallman. That may be who that is.
And Chuck, I'm on sheet.
There you go.
No, that's not going to work. Right there it is. Got to break it there.
All right. It looks like number 9, who is Ty Goodrow. Marion County, I think, won the toss and elected to defer, and Hawkinsville will receive going towards the new school in the scoreboard. So just to recap, the Marion County captains are looks like Cameron Thomas. No, I'm sorry, Cornelius Gray. Cornelius Gay. We don't know who number 15 is. Cameron King and Ty Goodrow.
I'm having to get another sheet. I messed one up.
Oh, that's
imagine that.
No, man.
I don't have to turn it in.
Hey, that's why you got another sheet. That's why you bought 2 of them, right?
That's exactly right.
Man, we were getting ready to get started here, Bruce. Less than 30 seconds left for kickoff. I think that we're going to be, 16 points was all that was scored last year in this game, and I'll bet you by the end of the first quarter we'll have more than 16 in this game.
I think you're correct. There's that possibility anyway.
Well, Hawkinsville's offense, and we got a little bit of time here, Hawkinsville's offense just looks so good the last couple of games. I'm very impressed with what coach has been able to do, turn that offense around, and we'll see how good Marion County can defend it.
And here comes the Red Devils on the field from the right side, from the Broad Street end. And we're getting close to kickoff. Making a few extra little notes right here before we get done. Eagles have made their way on to the sideline on the far side. And we're just about ready to go now. Two teams making their way out on the field. Red Devils setting up with their backs towards Broad Street, facing the new school. And the Eagles are coming out. We're just a few seconds away from getting this thing underway.
Bruce, I'm looking over their sidelines, and it looks like they got the kickoff team on the field, and it looks like they got about 15 to maybe 20 on the sideline.
That sounds about right.
Yep, I counted 22 looks like. So it looks like they got about 33, 35 players, something like that.
Zenard Smith and also Nelson Singletary back deep to receive for the Red Devils, standing at their own 5. Number 24, their kicker for them, Cecil Young. And he approaches the ball and sticks his foot in it, and we're underway. A long kick. It's going to push him back into the end zone, and we'll bring it out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 Red Devils.
Man, if you can do that every single kickoff, man, that's an advantage right there.
Listen, they've had some kickers over the years. I think the one they had back when they were so good, when we were battling with them, I think it was Chip Wells was his name. This guy could punt, he could kick, he did everything. If you had him backed up inside the 20, he had flipped the field on you.
Oh, wow.
Red Devils 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Just underway. Devils with a wide out to the right, wing to either side. Working from the shotgun, man in motion. That's Zenard Smith. Back, Malik looks, throws it deep over the middle. Got a man wide out. Catches it. He dives and makes it like he got tripped up. It looked like by their defensive back, but what a catch.
That was a diving catch. He was parallel to the ground on the 46-yard line when he caught that ball and held on to it. Great catch.
Malik Sims with a catch.
Man, I tell you what, that guy's been playing great on both sides of football, Bruce, this year.
Oh, absolutely he has. Big play there for the Red Devils. Sets them up 1st and 10. Ball now out at the 46. Low snap, going to get it to Zenard. And he breaks it up. There he goes.
Oh, he fumbled.
He fumbled forward. We got a flag behind the play. That's probably going to be holding on us.
Come on. Hopefully it's something else, face mask or something, but I don't think so.
He got through there. I thought he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and boom, he popped out the other side, about 8 yards downfield. Now they're looking over towards the team in white. Let's see. It may go our way. The indication, the way he's looking at them, and they're backing up. Nope, holding against us.
All right. Wait, he just motioned. He just would second down. Why did he say second down?
I'm not sure. Holding, Red Devils. That penalty is declined, and they'll have the ball.
That was a 10-yard run on our 10-yard run there that we just gave the ball back to him.
Chuck, we hadn't done that in a while.
Yeah.
2 wides to the right, 1 wing to either side now. Goodrow, the quarterback. Man in motion, takes a snap, going to give it to the man coming across. He fumbled it.
We got it.
We got it back. The big guy got it. The big guy's got it. Inside the 20, inside the 15. Number
75. Who like 75? Yeah. 75 is Joshin Jones. Bruce, he was running, and the guy was trying to grab the ball back from him. He carried him about 20 yards. We got the ball down on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Wow, how exciting. 2 plays back-to-back right there.
1st and 10 Red Devils down at the 15, 11:25 on the clock to go here in the first quarter. Each team has turned it over once. Devils split a wide out to the left. Man in motion this way. Going to pitch it to him. Going to get to the 15, the 10, and we got a flag downfield. We're going to get called holding downfield. Going to get us for holding downfield.
Yeah. Can't do that.
Nope.
Larry Munson would say we're killing ourselves here.
Munson said a lot of stuff.
I know he did.
Whether you could understand it or not, he said it.
He didn't understand it.
Nah.
It didn't matter.
God, he was great.
The best ever.
Listen, I'm not a big fan of Scott.
You are not.
I'm not.
Well, I mean, nobody can replace.
No, and it's unfair to him that he is in that situation. We had the first down. It'll back it up. It'll be 1st and 12 now. Red Devils wide out to the left. Got a man in motion. Don't throw a little pass out here. Completes it to Bryson Singletary, and he's going to get nowhere.
You know, he was actually caught about 4 or 5 yards behind where he got tackled, so he was able to get the ball almost back to the original, back to the line of scrimmage, but I think he lost another yard or so.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
14, yeah.
2nd and 14, Red Devils with the ball down at the Marion County 19-yard line. Devils out up to the line, wing to either side. Man in motion this way. And Malik's going to keep it himself, going to go to the right side, going to cross the 15, gets to the 10, and going to be taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and probably a couple yards to go. Maybe 3. They're going to spot him at the 9. I don't think we got much of a spot on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Devils break out of the huddle. 10:05 clock, run and go. First quarter, no score. Devils in a double wing formation. And we got timeout called. Timeout called by the Marion County Eagles. Timeout on the field, 9:57 left to go here in the first quarter, no score. You're listening to Red Devil football on the river. Back in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The Big City Lawyer with Small Town Chime. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
We're back as the two teams still in timeout. Red Devils over here on the numbers on this side. Now they're going to head back out to the field. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 yards to go for the Devils. Chuck, I think we got about a yard or yard and a half cut on that mark.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Bruce. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can make it a non-issue.
Now, the official on this side is running out and talking to the Whitecap. That's never good.
I think he's telling the band, the visiting band's got to be quiet. They can't be playing during the play.
That's exactly what they're pointing at.
Yeah, he's going over to tell the coach over there to have the band shut up. All 7 members of their band they brought over here playing right now.
And I see one of the coaches jogging down. When the other team has the ball on offense, you cannot play.
That's correct.
3rd down and 4, Red Devils. Double wing formation, man in motion the other way. And Malik's going to do an inside reverse, and he's going to cross the 2, and Naeem's down near the goal line, and let's see. Are they going to give it to him?
1st and goal.
They're going to say 1st and goal inside the 1.
Wow. That was just determination right there. They had him stopped. I think he'd already gotten past the 1st down marker, so he had the 1st down, but he did not want to go down, Bruce. He pushed forward for another 2 or 3 yards before they got him down.
Everyone we've given the ball to this year has really fought hard to get those extra yards. Devils will break out of the huddle. 1st and goal from the 1. Devils going to break out. Going to send a wide out to the left. Wing to either side. Malik's going to flip his running back to his left side. That's Nelson. And going to give it a little inside reverse. Naeem, touchdown.
They walked in. They didn't even touch him.
Number 2, Naeem Blair with a 1-yard run.
Well, we're about halfway to my prediction.
Chuck, are we sure that was 75 a while ago?
I'm not 100% sure, but it looked to me like it was. Yeah, I'll have to. If I need to make a correction, I'll make a correction. I'll see who goes back out there next time. Maybe in 79.
Yeah, because he's still out there.
Yeah, maybe in 79.
Devils are going to line up for the point after attempt. Dagan Mullis to attempt. Nelson Singletary to hold. There's snap, and they're going to run it. He takes it and goes to the right side, and they stop him. When him close, they smelled that one out quickly. So the run failed, and we've got 9:22 on the clock here in the opening quarter. And it's Red Devils 6, Marion nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You listen to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the Steakhouse Restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
Red Devils kick off. Marion will see it go out of bounds on the far side. It went out around the 23-yard line, but it won't matter.
Yeah, I'll come out to the 35.
And the Eagles will take it.
Yeah, it was 79, Bruce, that picked up that fumble earlier.
79.
Yeah, his jersey was wrinkled up when he picked it up and looked like 75. So my apologies for anybody out there that were listening. It was 79. And that's Mason Coley.
Yes.
But you know what? Having Josh and Jones get his name called on the radio, got to be exciting for his family.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sure he had something to do with something this week. Guarantee he did.
Eagles up to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 35. There's snap. Going to give it to a sweep to the left side. Devils string him out and knock him down after a couple of yards.
That's just good. That's just good defense right there. The entire defense was at the ball at the point of attack right there. It was great.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Marion at their own 37, 9 minutes and running to go here in the first quarter. Devils on top, 6-0. Eagles up. They'll split 2 guys to the right side, a wing to this side. In the pistol, going to do a toss out here. We're there, but it cuts inside, and we get the last hit on him, and he gains about 3 yards. Now it's Dagan Mullis that I think.
That ran right into Dagan. Hey, Bruce, he was full speed, one step, and then next thing you know, he hit a brick wall. He hit it, and he stopped.
Yeah, that's kind of scary when you hit into that kind of speed, and all of a sudden
boom,
you come to a halt.
Yeah.
Eagles up to the line. I hear the toll bell ringing. Wide out to the left, wing to that side, working from the pistol. Going to fake the sweep. Quarterback's going to run back this way. He gets outside. We've got nobody out there, and he's going to get to our 45. We had it set up just right, and we had nobody home.
Our defensive end on this side, Bruce, he got caught coming down inside. You're taught as a defensive end, you got to make sure you stay outside containment. You're the only one over here that's going to be up, and they're taking him out right now. You're the only one over here that's going to stop that. And he got caught coming inside, and when he did, the blocker just stood right there in front of him and cut him off.
And the defense had taken away his passing idea. It had his guy covered up. He had nowhere to go with the ball, and they flushed him out.
Yeah. We stepped up to the middle, and we came up the middle, and that's when he took off, and we came down, and then he got outside.
1st and 10 at the 45, man in motion, quarterback.
Nice.
We got deep in the backfield, and we missed him, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards.
Coachable opportunities right here, Bruce. We were blitzing up the middle, came right through the A-gap, and you got to be under control when you get back there. You cannot come back there with your hair on fire. You got to get back there and have your body under control and make an open field tackle. And he just took a whiff on that one. But that's coachable. That's coachable. I like the aggression, but We got to be under control there.
Oh, and that was Landon Johnson. He got back in the backfield.
He was there.
He was there to make it. He just couldn't.
He almost was there when the handoff was given. Yeah.
Yes. 2nd and 7 now. Wide out to the left. Wings either side. Man in motion. Don't give it to the man that was in motion, number 4. He gets outside to the left, and they got a little bit of speed out there, and he's going to pick up some yardage. That was number 4, Richardson.
About 10 yards on that one, Bruce.
It's going to bring up first down now, down to the Red Devil 33-yard line. And these guys can move the ball pretty good.
And yeah, we're going to have to make them force another mistake here pretty soon.
They come up to the line, wing to the left, wide out to the right. Quarterbacks got misdirection going everywhere. They're going to give it number 5 coming from right to left, and he's going to pick up about 5-6 yards maybe.
Bruce, we were confused on defense. Our personnel didn't know. I don't think somebody didn't realize they were supposed to be out, so another guy ran off the field, and I think we've been called off position right there.
That was number 5, Kelly, Quindero Kelly. So I'm bringing up 2nd and 5 now. 6:38, clock running. And the Eagles are making some noise now, folks. Wide out to the left. From the shotgun, going to give it to his running back off the left side. That's number 6. He gets up in there and gets a little bit of yardage. That's Times. And they're going to give him about 3 yards.
And tackle was made by number 77, Darius Anderson. Darius grabbed him and just pulled him back before we got the first down. Bring up 3rd and short. Darius had not done that. I think he would have got a first down.
3rd down and 1 yard to go. And, man, they have a lot of misdirection in that backfield.
Yeah, they do.
Zone second, sweep it to the left. We got deep, and they're going to run it and get a first down. And I'm like you. I thought there was a block in the backfield.
Yeah, there was.
And it was running the right Whitecap, and he just ignored it. Those kind that drive you crazy.
Yeah, how can you not see that?
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 down at the Red Devil 15 now.
Yeah, that was Drake Mullis got back there. He got back there and was about to make a play, and he got pushed in the back.
Driven it 50 yards so far.
A big play here.
From the pistol. Going to give it number 6 off the left side, and he's going to get about 5, maybe 6. He's going to be down there around the 10-yard line. And I tell you what, right now they're gashing us.
Yeah, Malik Sims able to stop on that play. Came up from his corner position to stop that.
We got folks is not coming up in the hole and filling it.
You generally don't like your cornerbacks making tackles, down the field on run plays.
Wide out to the left, wing to either side from the pistol. Don't take it. Going to give it right up the middle. Number 6 again. He's going to get down to about the 4-yard line. Number 6 is Times again.
1st and goal there, Bruce. Side to 5.
And they're just running at wheel on us in the middle.
They are.
Well, between the ends.
Yeah.
They're absolutely gashing us.
If we'll play discipline on the defense and not try to get upfield, that's the thing. If you get upfield, you create running lanes for those guys.
They're up to the line, wide out to the left. 1st and goal from the 5. They're going to give it up the middle and knock him down completely.
Yep.
And we're going to reach down and try to pick him up.
Yeah. Now, Bruce, right there, our defensive lineman stepped across. They took on the block, stepped across, and did not create those running lanes, and the linebacker came up and made a play. That's how it's supposed to happen.
That was Landon Johnson on that stop for the Red Devils.
Great tackle. Put his helmet right on him. That was good.
2nd and goal now from the 4. Got a little bit of size across the front there.
Let's hold him to a field goal here.
Wide out to the left. Don't take a snap. Don't toss it to the left. And number 5, he cuts back, and he's going to score.
Yeah, they're not going to call holding out there. But it's not holding, Bruce, unless they throw the penalty flag.
4-yard run for number 4, Richardson. And they're on the board. We're tied at 6. 3:53 left to go here in the first quarter. Chuck, I had the feeling we're going to be in the dogfight with this bunch tonight.
We are. We were one last year. Yep, we were one last year. We'll be in this one. Hey, but we've already doubled our points from last year already.
They're much better offensively this year than they were last year.
I think they are too.
A lot more speed.
Mm-hmm.
They line up for the point after number 24 to attempt it. There's snap.
Bad
snap. And we're going to eat him alive back there.
They picked it up and run back.
Red Devils picked it up and covered it. And with 3:53 left on the clock here in the opening quarter, we're tied at 6. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay tuned.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866. The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics.
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium. That's a big difference of 15 yards. We're starting at the 20 each time. They started at 35 because we hit it out of bounds.
Yeah, 2 kickoffs from Marion County, both go in the end zone. That's a
exact same spot, too.
Exact same spot, yeah. Right on the base of the V.
Yep.
In the Hawkinsville.
Yeah, right there on that hash.
Yep, right there.
Red Devils have the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They break out of the huddle. Devils with a wing to either side. Malik working from the shotgun. Man in motion, that's Lenard. Malik's back. He's going to throw a pass over the middle. Wide open. And we
great.
Make the catch.
Yeah, good catch. If he leads him right there, he's still running.
Oh, yeah. He's
running.
They never get him. He laid that one up.
Right, yeah.
That one was like a fun almost.
38-yard. That's a 38-yard pickup right there.
Wow. Ball out at the 48-yard line now for the Red Devils.
Bruce, what that does, that opens up your run game now.
Sure.
You soften those guys up. And to make a correction, it was a 20-yard game, not 38 yards. My bad.
Wide out to the left, wing to the side, working from the shotgun, Malik. Man in motion. Naeem Blair, we're going to give it to Dagan Mullis. Nope, he's going to keep it. Malik goes left, now he goes right. He's got it around the corner. And he's going to pick his way for about 8 yards or maybe 9 yards.
I think
wow.
He faked out the cameraman on that one. Oh, wait, where's the cameraman? Yeah, that was a great fake, man, I'm telling you.
Let's see. They're going to say 42-yard line. They're going to say first down.
Yep.
First down, Red Devils. 3:11 on the clock here in the first quarter. We're tied at 6. Devils up to the line, a wide out to the left, wing to either side. Malik with Mullis to his right side. Senard in motion the other way. Up the middle goes Malik, and Malik's going to get about 7, maybe 8 yards.
Yeah.
Malik's finding some room up there in that middle.
Yeah, he gave him 7 yards on that one.
Clock continues run. 2:44 left to go in the first quarter. 6-6 score. Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles. Devils up. They'll send a wide out to the left side. Wing to the side. Malik with Mullis to his left. Man in motion. Inside reverse. And now he's going to pass it out here to the left. That's Naeem Blair. Across the 35, inside the 30. And we're going to say down to the 29 and a first down.
Yeah. He showed a burst of speed right there, Bruce. It looked like that defensive end had the angle on him, and he just said, I got some speed for you, buddy. Bruce, if you look, they're running a 5-man front, and those guys are big.
Yes.
But don't you want to look at them? They're sucking air right now.
Yeah.
So maybe we could take advantage of that.
They marched it on the 28 instead. Wide out to the right, one to the left, man in motion. Malik back. He looks. He throws it deep down this left side. He's got a man. Nice. He's got a catch. We got flags everywhere, but he caught it anyway.
Bruce, they were all over.
Wow.
All over Mullis on that one.
Wow.
Dagan just said, you know what, I don't care. You can be all over me. You want to. I'm catching this football. Caught the highest point. That's just great.
Wow.
That's a great catch right there. He went up and got it at the highest point. That's what you teach them.
And he was being mugged the whole time.
Yeah, that's going to be defensive pass interference. They'll decline that one.
First down and goal, Red Devils at the 2-yard line.
This is where you just want to hurry up and get up to the line and run it at them because those guys are, look at them, they got their hands on their hips.
And I got a feeling that's their offensive line there.
Yeah, I think so too. Those guys are big.
Run
those guys over across the wheel, they're that big.
I'm going to make a prediction, number 6.
I would. That's exactly what I would do.
Devils in the shotgun, going to take the snap.
No,
Malik's going to follow him up the middle.
Yeah, he's
and Malik's going to follow it in there.
Did he get in?
No, they're going to mark him just inches shy of the goal line. I thought he got in. They moved the pile, but he said no.
Yeah, Mullis was the lead blocker on that. Just a design quarterback sneak. Yeah, those guys don't even want to get up right now.
Yeah, the big boys in the middle.
Got an injury down there in the end zone.
Yep, they got a guy down in the end zone to Marion County. We're going to take a break. We're 6-6 tie, 1:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Devils at second goal at the 1.
Knocking on the door, Bruce.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more Red Devil football from Bobby Gentry Stadium on the river. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law, Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium. We both got one down. Their guy in the end zone is hitting the ground hard.
Yeah.
With that left hand. They're looking, it looks like his left knee.
I thought he was having cramps, but it looks like it may be something more serious.
Yeah, he's in pain, I'm telling you. And we can't tell who our guy is. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, they're doing some hitting down on that football field.
Yeah, there was.
Wow. They're continuing looking at
our guys getting ready to stand up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was.
That was Malik.
He's looks to walk on his own pot. Well,
Malik Brown, he's hobbled a little bit.
Yeah. Tape the ankle up and let's go. He's walking on his own power.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
That's a good sign.
And their guy is still down. We're not sure what the deal is with him. Folks, he hit the ground 3 or 4 times. He's obviously in pain.
Well, Bruce, I'll tell you what, looking at this drive, they started on our own 20-yard line. We're all the way down now, second goal from the 1. Very impressive drive. You know, we're mixing it up. We're throwing the ball and we're running the ball. We're running the ball effectively, throwing the ball effectively. I think it's a good balanced offense.
And their big guy got up. He's hobbling on that right side. But he's walking off. And Chuck, I don't want anybody to get hurt. This slowed the momentum a little bit and give their big guys a little bit of a chance to get a breath.
Exactly. Because they were winded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we were putting it to them.
Both of them walked off the field on their own power.
Always a good sign. He's not in a hurry to get off the football field, though.
No, I can say that he's not off yet.
Yeah.
He has made it about 10 yards so far.
Catch that number, because I'll bet you anything I keep him back on the field here in about half a quarter.
Devils line up as we wait on the player to clear the field. Devils have 2 split out here to the left, stacked. You got Sims up front on the just outside the 1, and behind him is Zenard.
The Mullis brothers are in the backfield.
Yep. And I got
David and Rick Mullis.
I don't think it's going to be anything fancy.
I don't think it's going to be number 28 either.
No, I think Dagan's going to keep it himself. Devils line up. Second goal from the 1. There's snap. Dagan takes it and walks in. Touchdown.
They didn't even touch him. Nope, they didn't want nothing to do with that. That's good. That gives Malik a chance to rest for a minute.
And I'm trying to see where he's at. I don't even see where he's at.
He's probably out here where we can't see him. I'm sure he's getting some ankle tape.
And the Devils have taken the lead now back 12-6. They'll line up for a point after. Nelson Singletary to hold, and Dagan to kick. There's snap, the hold, the kick is up, high, long,
Good
and that
kick.
one's right down the middle. Good.
Bruce, he kicked that ball all the way to the new school.
13-6. Red Devils lead at 1:17 left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a 60-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
And we're back as Zenard Smith kicked one and drove it past the back so it would come up. He got it on the 11 and brought it back up. Let's see, wait a minute. They got the ball in his hand, and they marched off. They're going to put it back on the 25.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Yeah, like I said, that's much better than kicking the ball out of bounds.
Oh, absolutely. And that saved you 10 yards.
Yeah.
Red.
I mean, if you kick it to the back of the end zone, it's only going to be 5 yards further back, so that's good. Our coverage did a great job.
Wide out to the side, working from the pistol, man in motion. Quarterback's going to give it to number 4, going from to the left. He's into our secondary. There he goes, down the sideline and pushed out.
Woo, Bruce, we took the wrong angle on the back. We had him in the backfield. We just took the wrong angle on him. Man, he got out there quick.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Red Devil 46 now. That's a 29-yard carry that looked like it may have gone further, or it could have gone for nothing.
I thought he was going the distance. Is there some hankies on the field, Bruce?
Let's see what's going on. They're calling for our coach to come over to their tent. Now, I'm not sure what's going on there. Coach Tim Suttles has crossed the field to their tent over there.
Is that one of our players, or what's going on?
I'm not sure. I can't tell what's going on over there.
Yeah, we got a player down. That's what it is.
He's on the red, so I can't see.
Yeah, we got red uniforms, red pants, red shirts, and he's camouflaged with the red paint on the ground. So that's why we couldn't see him.
Oh, he's sitting on his bottom now. I can see that.
Yep.
1 minute left to go here in the first quarter. Devils up 13-6 after an 80-yard touchdown drive that went 9 plays. And we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. The Devils lead 13-6 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium as we get one that's being helped off. And Chuck?
Yeah, that doesn't look good, does it?
No. He's holding his leg up. He's not putting any weight on it. Of course, we get over there and we'll see what's going on. Been in that situation. Could be ankle. It could be a number of things.
Yeah.
Ankle, you can sometimes go back and just rewrap it.
Sometimes those ankles, man, they're a lingering problem.
Yes.
They are a lingering problem. Yep.
But I'm going to say what we've seen several guys on both sides of the field down here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, folks, it is physical down there. It is physical. You on that field tonight, you better be strapped up, ready to go.
That's that way really every week. But when you have kind of a heated rivalry, you really want to make sure you're ready to go.
They pause for a second on the edge over here.
Yeah.
Just inside the numbers.
Here we go. He's off the field now.
Eagles up to the line, 1st and 10. They're at the Red Devil 46 now. Wide out to the left. Going to take the snap. Going to give it to the running back up the middle, and we're going to grab him and knock him down after about 6 yards maybe.
And that's where we missed that linebacker coming in here. He would come up and make that play right there.
And I tell you, the Devils are running players in and out, trying to keep fresh ones out there.
Linebacker, your first move as a linebacker needs to be forward, not backwards or sideways. And when we take almost like a read step from a defensive back as a linebacker, you're letting those offensive linemen get to you. You got to come upfield, not go side to side necessarily. Definitely come up.
2nd and 4 now. Wide out to either side. They have a wing to the side working from the shotgun. Man in motion, quarterback back. Looks and we knock it down. That's
I think Drake Mullis knocked it.
Drake Mullis, yes. I'm trying to get it out of my mouth.
Yeah.
He
got
his hand
put
up.
His hand out there and knocked it down.
So I'm bringing up 3rd and 4 now. Josh Killens is headed back on the field for the Red Devils along with Mason Coley.
Yeah, we're giving the big boys breaks over here. That's a good thing. That's the advantage of having a roster like we have right now. We got 60 players. They got about 20, 30 maybe.
Wide out to either side. Wing in motion. Quarterback is going to keep it up the middle.
Got him in the backfield. Just hold on to him. There we go. Good job, guys.
Man, he played that one out. I went with the quarterback, and he had handed it off.
Yeah, that was a great job on that defense of stringing that all the way out to the sideline.
And they lost the yard on it.
Yeah, they lost the yard on that. Well, what are they doing?
Yeah, they lost the yard. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, the down mark guy looked like he was marking it back up.
Actually, he lost 2 yards. It's going to be 4th and 6 now.
Yep.
Well, we'll say 5+.
It looks like 6 to me, Bruce. You were right.
Yep, there he goes. It is 6 now.
All right. Now, this is where you do not – well, you need to have your feet on the 10-yard line and don't go backwards.
No. Devils got 2 guys back inside of the 10. There's a snap. Gets off a high punt. And the quarter ends, and they knocking around.
Oh, it touched us, Bruce.
Bounced off of us, and they're going to have the ball 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Oh, you got to be telling those guys, fire, and get away from the ball. And he just stood right there, and the ball hit him.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the score, Hawkinsville 13, Marion County 6. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium as they move the ball to the other end of the field as we get ready for quarter number 2. We had stopped them. They had punted, and the ball took a bounce right back into one of our guys. It hit somewhere around the yeah, and then it kicked back, and then boom, right there we were. And they'll have it 1st and 10 at our 11-yard line as we get the second quarter underway. Wow.
Yep. Bruce, communication. That's a lot of times that's some of the problems. We got to communicate out there, and I think we may have let that communication go down and may cost us here. Hopefully, defense can make big plays and get the ball back.
Marion County up to the line, wide out to the right, working from the shotgun. That is Goodrow. He's going to take snap. He's going to toss it to his right to number 6.
Oh,
we miss him in the backfield, and he's going to pick up maybe 4 or 5 yards. That's times again.
Man, we can just get our hands. If we could wrap up on him back here in the backfield. We've been back there a couple times, and we just can't get wrapped up on him.
It's going to bring up second down. They're going to give him 3 yards, maybe 4.
That was going to be about a 4 or 5 yard loss. He had him all the way back on about the 16, 17 yard line and let him scamper up inside the 10.
2nd and 7 from our 8-yard line now. 2nd and 7 from the Red Devil 8. 11:52 left to go here in the first half. Devils lead 13-6. Goodrow in the shotgun, wide out to the left. Man in motion the other way. Going to give it to his running back behind him, and we're going to tackle him after he crosses the 5. It's going to be down to about the 4, it looks like.
It's like 3rd and about 1.5, 2 yards. Like a 5-yard gain.
And they've got another one down in the middle.
Yeah, another one of the big
ones. One of them big boys.
Yeah.
And Chuck, I think the guys on the line are going both ways.
I think they are too.
And I'd be running quick stuff constantly. I wouldn't let up. I would not let up.
Exactly. When we get the ball back, if you just got to bleed them out, man, and just run it, and not just run it in the middle, man. Run some sweeps to make those guys move. We want to make those guys, sprint and move.
I want to remind everybody about the tomorrow morning, the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show. We'll get things underway at 9 o'clock. We'll talk with Coach Suttles and Coach Law about this one here tonight. We also have Dublin head coach Roger Holmes with us, Darren Alford of Sly County, Shannon Jarvis of Elbert County, Stevens County head coach Wesley Tankersley. We'll also talk with Burke County head coach Franklin Stevens, and Evans head coach Barrett Davis will be with us. Walnut Grove's Robert Andrews will also be with us in the morning. Jeb Stewart of Windsor Forest. Josh Ingram of Veterans, first time on the show with us. He'll be with us in the morning. Ed Dudley of Blessed Trinity. Kevin Smith of Perry. And we also have Corey Johnson of Forest Park. Calhoun head coach Clay Stevenson will be with us. And Sean Calhoun of Colquitt County, who has a huge night tonight with Lee County. And that's one, if it's on any kind of stream or feed, there'll be a ton of folks watching that one.
Yeah, you got that right. There's going to be a bunch of folks at that game, too, I promise you. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rocking. Well, they're already playing now. I imagine it's very intense.
Chuck, their coach is toting his helmet, and he is not walking good at all.
Yeah, he's limping on the left leg. Yeah. He is walking on his own power. That's always good to see. I like to see that. Like you said earlier, Bruce, you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
No. 3rd down and about 2.5. Marion with wide outs to the side. Goodrow in the shotgun. Times back there with him. Gonna take a snap. Gonna give it Times up the middle, and we hit him. And he's gonna drive to the goal line. Touchdown.
Oh man.
4-yard touchdown run. And I don't think it was Times. I think number 15.
Yeah, and we don't have a name on number 15, so we're gonna call him number 15.
It's gonna be one of the running backs. We've seen 1, we've seen 2, we haven't seen number 3. We're going to tentatively say
number 3 is Greg Harris, so we'll just say Greg Harris is number 15 now.
Yeah. He'll line up for the point after now. 13-12, Red Devils lead it. Young lines up for the point after attempt.
Oh, snap.
Snap high.
Good.
Kick is up and good. And we're tied at 13. 11:26 left to go here in the first half at Bobby Gentry Stadium. 13-13 score. We're going to take a 60-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
We're back as the kickoff sails into the end zone. They have got another weapon at Marion County and a kicker. We've seen that before with these guys.
Yeah, he boots them pretty good. Jalen Miller, Bruce. Jalen Miller's number 15 that scored that touchdown.
First and 10 Devils at their own 20. And let's see who's going to be at helm for the Red Devils. Number 11's back in there. Malik's in there.
Got a little bit of tape on that ankle. See how well he can move now.
Devils up to the line. Split a wide out to the right side. Wing to either side. Malik with an empty backfield now. Man in motion. That's Denard. We got flags. We got whistles, and they're going to get us for moving. Backs up 5 and make it first and 15. Have we seen number 6 down here anywhere?
No, I haven't. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't. I've not seen him. He may be sitting there with ice on his ankle.
Yeah, it could be.
I'll take a look at halftime.
All right. So we're first and 15 now. Devils back at their own 15-yard line. Chuck, this is important that we move the ball and get out of this hole at least.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left in this half. You don't want to give them the ball back. You want to answer their touchdown here.
Man in motion this way. Malik's going to take it up the middle, and Malik's got nowhere to go. They collapsed the middle on us.
Yeah, they did.
Carry by number 11, Malik Brown.
Got back to the line of scrimmage. The corner lost a 1.
Down 16.
Second and 16 now. Clock moving down inside of 11 minutes to go here in the first half. We appear to be down 1 at this point.
Well, number 6 coming out of the game is big for us because he's the power back.
Devils up to the line. Wide out, wings to the side. Man in motion. Lee's going to give it inside reverse to Zenard, and he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down. Bruce, one thing about this is as a defensive player, when you're winded like they are, there's nothing better than getting a 3 and out.
Yeah.
And we have to do something here to get – we got to find some way of getting about 15 yards right here and picking up that first down.
Yeah, because we don't need to give them the ball now.
No, we don't. Not now, because they got a little bit of momentum. And folks, if you had never been in a high school football game, momentum is huge. A huge thing in high school football. And it can swing on a dime, I promise you.
Devils split one out to the right side. We have a wing to either side, empty backfield. And we got time called by the Eagles. Timeout on the field, 9:58 left to go in the first half, 13-13 ball game. We'll take a 30-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the River. Stay tuned.
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all, smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium. We are tied at 13. Red Devils in a hole right now. 3rd down and 16 to go, deep in their own territory, and got to come up with some way to get this ball out of here.
Looks like they got it spotted on the 16's 3rd and 14 now, so it gives a couple yards here.
Devils man in motion. They just jumped in.
Well,
somebody jumped.
They jumped, and then we moved. I'm not sure how they're going to call that.
They're going to call us for it.
They probably will. But, yep, they're calling on us. They moved, but I'm not sure they came across the neutral zone before I got moved. They did move first.
It's Lion Blakely, 14-14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sly County's come a long way in football, I'm telling you. In a relatively short period of time.
Yes. Now it's going to be 3rd and 21 now for the Red Devils. Man in motion. Malik takes the snap, looks, steps, and throws it. He's got a man out there. Incomplete.
Oh, man.
And we couldn't get a flag or anything else on it.
Well, he was open for a little bit. If he would have thrown it just a little bit earlier, he might be able to hit him.
Devils have sent out the punting team, and this is not what we need.
No.
This is not what we need.
I think our punter is out, too, so I'm not sure who's going to be the punter.
Wesley Johnson, I believe it is.
Okay.
Number 7.
I think they can use the punt for us, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, Wesley Johnson will do the punting for the Red Devils now.
And the return guy is standing on the 37-yard line. Let's kick it over his head, let it roll about 30 yards.
Or rough the kicker and give us...
That would be great. Not automatic first down, though.
Well, it'd still get us out of the hole, give us a better chance.
Bit, yep.
And they're running one off the field. Come on, snap the ball.
Yeah, that's already a penalty right there.
Jesus.
5 yards, it's already a penalty. Or do they call us for delay?
I don't know. They're kind of looking at each other.
If they call us for delay there, that's going to be terrible. We could have had them with 12 men on the field.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they called it on them.
Yeah, I was just insane.
Well, the play clock was down to 0. That's why I was like, oh, no. Did we wait till the play clock ran out?
4th and 14.
Now it'll be 4th and
14.
Whiteouts. They got the gunners set up outside. Wesley will take the snap. There's snap, high snap.
Man.
Gets off
almost had a block.
Almost blocked, and it's going to get just about the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he picks it up.
First down.
Wow.
He got to about the first down marker, and that was about it. And they pull it back up and go to R25, and we're in a hole now.
Yeah, I thought they were going to let it roll, and then one of those return guys came up and grabbed it, took off running. They got the ball on the 26, inside the 26-yard line now.
You got that. Your defense has got to rise up and come with something now.
I'm telling you, you can't let this let them score here.
No,
you got to make something big happen. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we gave it that touchdown. It really wasn't on the defense last time because they got the ball inside the 11-yard line, so they had a short field. But at this point, they got a short field now. So at this point, you got a defense is going to have to suck it up and make a big play right here. Call some sort of turnover, make a havoc play, something.
Eagles up to the line, wide out to the right, going to do a power sweep that way to number 4. That's Richardson. He's going to get maybe 4 yards.
He cut back inside. I would like to see the pursuit there a little better, but
Chuck, they didn't even try to disguise that. They put student body to the right and just followed them.
Go that way.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd down and 7.
Marion County taking a little bit of time there. They break the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock. Explain a wide out. Split out here to the left side. From the pistol, quarterback back. Looks, and he's going to throw it deep to this corner. And we've got coverage and knock it away. Good job.
That's a good play right there. That's a good play.
That was Nelson Singletary, I believe.
Was it? Let's see.
If it's not, it may be that's Singletary. I mean, excuse me, Jalen Collins.
Okay.
That's number 9, not number 5.
Yeah, I was about to say number 9. He did a good job on getting back there and just all you got to do is just knock the ball away. That's what he did.
Good job.
Yep, sure was.
And they called holding against him.
Penalty. Who don't play?
And they'll say holding against them.
Yeah.
And I'll back them up 10 yards, make them redo it.
I think I'm taking that penalty too. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
You know, for nothing else, if nothing else, you're trying to get him out of field goal range. You know, because that kicker can boot it.
He still may be in range.
I know he still may be in. Anything over the 50 may be inside his range.
8:36 on the clock to go here in the first half. 13-13 tie. The Hawkinsville Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles. They split a wide out to the right side. Wayne to either side. Goodrow in the shotgun. Steps back, looks to his right. Now he throws it down the middle. He's got a man open, and we come over and knock it down. Wow, Collins again.
Yep. I think he could have intercepted that ball, but hey, just knocking it down. That's what first thing you want to do is knock it down. If you can intercept it, grab it, but that's just a good play right there. He put that ball up in there a little bit too long, Bruce. It hung up there for a while.
Chuck, that's what you call playing center field.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was playing center field.
Yep. That was a really good job right there.
Into the game comes Singletary now. Out comes Harlan Phillips.
Third down and long. Third down and 15. So let's see if the Devils can hold them here. Come on, guys. They got the tight splits on the line.
2 wides to the left, working from the pistol. Quarterback back. Now he's going to throw a little swing pass out there.
Oh, he missed it.
Running back, and it's incomplete.
Yes.
And it's going to bring up 4th down now.
Let's see what they elect to do. If they're going to try to punt it or
let's see.
Let that guy kick a marathon field goal.
You talking 50 yards? No, 50. It'd be 57
from there. Oh,
well, no. Let's see what they're going to do.
Are they going to try? It's like they make. No, they're going to punt. They won't punt it. They're going to punt it. For a second there, I thought there was a holder right there. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too.
Yeah.
And that time. Timeout, Red Devils.
It would have been a 47-yarder from there.
Timeout, Red Devils. 8:25 to go in the first half. 13-13 time. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium as the Eagles line up for the punt again. 4th down and about 16 yards to go. They lined up on the Red Devil 32-yard line. Devils got 2 guys back. Singletary over on the right side and Zenard Smith on the left side.
They fake it. They
fake it. He runs inside. He's got room. And he makes it.
Oh, we had him.
He broke a tackle, and he's going to go down there inside the 5.
We had him, Bruce. We had him 3
cold.
yards short of the first down. We had him on the 20-yard line and then didn't wrap up. And we got a Red Devil down. That's just, man, a couple plays there. Our defense did really good on the last 2 series. Our defense did really good holding them on 3rd down, and we give a big play on 4th down. Last time we had that punt that the ball bounced wrong, hit one of our guys, and then this time we get caught with our not paying attention to the fake punt, and they picked up they picked up quite a bit down to about 3-yard line. It's about a 35-yard scamper there, Bruce.
I don't know how he got around the end.
I don't know how. We had 3 opportunities to tackle him before we got the first down.
Well,
all 3.
We've got guys on the end. Their job is to make sure nothing funny happens there.
Right. That's right. Yep. That's the whole point. You got to be right there watching those guys, those upbacks.
And I tell you, guys are getting banged up on both sides. I'll tell you,
it's all legs.
Physical.
It's like all ankles, and hoping it's not a knee.
And that'll put them down first and goal at the Red Devil 3-yard line now.
And I was just getting also. I'm gonna wait until after this punt, but our defense looked really good last two series, and let one get away right there. He goes home to the line, ball spot on the 3-yard line, right hash.
They'll line up. One out to the left, one to the right. Working for the pistol. They got Miller in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him off the right side. He cuts back, and he's going to dive. Touchdown.
Man.
Miller goes in from 3 yards out. And that puts the Eagles on top now, 19-13. Chuck, something tell me we're in for a dogfight.
Yeah, it's going to be. This is going to be an all-night affair. It's not going to be a running clock in the second half like last week. We're going to have a full game tonight.
And the question is, are we going to have enough guys to play by the time we get to the end?
Well, I think the bigger question is, are we going to have enough tape? I see it's like Dagan down there in Civilian Close. It's right down there.
There's the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 8:14 left to go in the first half, it's now Marion County 20, Red Devils 13. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the River. Stay tuned.
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium. The Red Devils will have it 1st and 10 out of the 20-yard line. And Chuck, both teams have kind of gotten banged up a little bit, but right now they got the guys in white tops over there are faring a little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit. First, we got to make sure we just keep the pressure on those defensive linemen right here, and maybe try to get those guys winded again and put together a good drive. We can't afford to go 3 and out right here. We've got 8 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the half. I'd love to have about an 8-minute, 10-second drive down the field and cap it off with a touchdown going into the half, tie this ball game up.
Devils up to the line, wings to either side, one out to the right, working from the shotgun, Malik, man in motion. And we started early to get ahead of the block.
Yeah.
That one was a little bit obvious.
Yeah,
it was just in motion.
That looked like Canadian football there.
Yeah, it was just in motion. It was just, getting clear.
You have to really see that.
They seen that one.
They did. Didn't miss that one, did you?
No, didn't miss that one at all.
That window going to bother you?
No. I've got mine open.
Okay.
I like it open.
Feels good out there.
8:13 to go here in the first half. Devils trail 20-13. We got a man wide out here to the right, wing to the side, shotgun. Man in motion. Malik takes the snap, going to give it to his running back, Nelson Singletary, and he circles around and gets to the left side, but he's got nowhere to go. He's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up second and about 11 or 12.
He was fighting for that extra yard or two right there. I'm glad he got down before he dropped the ball. I didn't want to see him drop the ball.
Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Our last 2 offensive possessions we've killed ourselves with penalties, and we just started this one same way. So let's see if we can wipe that out and pick up a first down and keep going.
Wing to the side, shotgun Malik, man in motion.
They jumped in.
They just went into the neutral zone. Come on, give us 5 yards, guys.
No, he just dropped it straight down. Normally, when it's on defense, they put it on defense.
I don't know why he waited so long to do anything.
I don't know either. normally when the referees, the side judge, will throw the penalty flag, they'll throw it on the defensive side of the field. This defense.
He threw it on our side that time.
Well, he did, and then I saw him point his hand that way. So,
I mean, he stepped right in there, and I didn't think he was going to throw the flag.
I didn't either. I was like, "Are you going to do something here?"
2nd down and 6 now. Devils wide out to the right, wing to the side, shotgun, man in motion. That's Denard Smith. He's going to get it. Comes this way. He gets around that outside guy. Going to cut up field. And now they're about the 31 to 32. The flag behind play.
Face mask. He's calling a face mask to Whitehead. How come the guy on the side didn't see that?
He was right there in the play.
Right there. He's only 5 feet from you. How can you not see that face mask?
Wow. He wasn't going. The side judge was not going to throw the flag.
No, I mean, he almost ripped his helmet off.
Wow. That'll tack on
15 yards. Well, it should be 15 yards.
He went 5 yards.
There's no 5-yard face mask doing in high school anymore, I think.
Well, that wasn't a 5-yarder. No way.
No, he put his helmet on off.
Wow. We'd have to have a conversation about that.
Yeah, I thought they got rid of the 5-yard penalty several years ago, back when I was coaching. And they may have brought it
First
back.
and 10, Red Devils out at the 35, wide out to the left, wing to either side, man in motion this way. Malik back, looks. He's going to throw it. He's got Harlan Phillips breaking open.
Yeah. There's some penalty.
He got him. 17's kind of looking back, but man, you stopped his momentum and held him.
Yeah, that may have been uncatchable, but again, in high school football, there's no such thing as uncatchable.
Well, it's catchable if he's not holding him. He could have ran underneath.
And that's true. Holding wipes out any kind of question of whether or not he catch the ball. So, that's a 15-yarder right there.
That's 2 big penalties against their defense.
Yeah. And now look
we'll take them.
Now look at the big boys, Bruce. They got their hands on their hips and their knees, and they're sucking eggs. So we need to keep it going right here.
Yeah, especially the 3 of them. The one's not as bad as the other. He's wearing a little bit lower number, but them other 3 with the high numbers are really beginning to pull a little bit extra.
They are.
First and 10, Red Devils on out at the 50-yard line now. Wide out to the left.
Momentum, such a big thing.
And in motion the way to take a snap. I'll do an inside reverse to Maine.
Oh, my goodness, he's wide open.
Inside the 40, the 35, 30. There you go. 5, touchdown. He sprinted into the secondary track, no getting him.
Those 2 safeties they thought they had the angle on him, and he put it in another gear and just took off and split those guys. He looked like Brock Bowers running down the field, somebody trying to catch him.
50-yard run. Aim Blair. Wow.
That looked good. That was awesome. A little inside reverse.
He looked like he had some quickness on him, boys.
Yep, he did.
Wow. 20-19. Red Devils will go for the extra point. They shift into it. That will be Nelson Singletary to hold. Wesley Johnson to attempt the extra point. There's snap, the hold. The kick is up. The kick is long enough, and it's good. And we're tied at 20.
That's a great answer.
6:26 left to go in the first half. 20-20 score. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. We'll be back after these messages. Stay tuned.
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50
Let's
years,
play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
Devils kick off. Zenard Smith has caught it at 21. They run it back up and go out of bounds on their sideline somewhere around the 37, 1st and 10.
Bruce, for all those baseball fans out there, got a score for the Braves. Braves are up 8-0, bottom of the 5th inning. Home runs by Ronald Acuna Jr. and Eddie Rosario.
I was glad to see him get out of St. Louis.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Well, we played them at home, but St. Louis put the first 2 games, man.
Yes. Yeah, well, they just, what was it, 11 to...
10 to 6, 11 to 6.
6, yes.
Man, it happens.
1st and 10, Marion at their own 37. They'll send a wide out to the left, one to the right from the pistol. Quarterback takes it, steps back, looks, and he throws a little inside look-in pass. And we're going to knock him down a gain of about 7 yards on the play. He just had him go down and curl in.
Yeah, we popped that guy pretty good. He's not wanting to get up, but he did make 2 speed. We blitzed up the middle. They picked up the blitz really nice on that one.
They'll bring up 2nd and 6 now. Excuse me, 2nd and 4. Nope, 3. 2nd and 3. They kept moving it.
Yeah.
5:52 clock running first half. 20-20 score from Bob Gentry Stadium. Eagles up, wide out to the right. They're on the hash on this side from the pistol now. Don't give it to his running back up the middle time. He's going to break a couple tackles. He's at the 50, and he's going to go to our 49. First down.
He ran into his own guy there, Bruce.
I'm getting tired of seeing him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow. He's a little speedster.
He is. Kelby Times, his name. He's a junior running back.
5'9", 172,
yeah.
And he is quick.
He is quick. He really is. And we got to watch him. We got to play him again next year.
Wide out to the side from the pistol. Back, looks over the left side. They
Get him! They got him in the backfield.
Ate him alive.
Big play right there. A loss of about 13 yards on that play. Well, they're going to spot him on the 39, 10-yard, 11, 12-yard loss.
He looked up, and there's 77, and there was nowhere to go.
Bear hugged him to the ground, took him right down. That was a great play.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah, that's when you get back there, he's under control. That's where you got to have your body under control when you get back there, not with your hair on
2nd
fire.
and 22 now. 2nd down and 22. Red Devil defense has come alive the last couple series. We did have that fake punt that got pulled on us, but we're hanging tough.
I'm telling you, take away the fake punt and the punt.
One out either side, low snap, gonna hand it off up the middle. There's time into the 50 and down to about the 40. Let's see what they're gonna post him down at.
Goodness gracious!
I think he got a heck of a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna bring up 3rd and 1.5 now.
Stop bragging on these guys. So get them off the field.
I thought it was pretty good.
That was a 20-yard pickup right there.
Yeah, I thought it was
21-yard pickup.
Yeah, I thought it was a good mark for them too.
Yeah. He spun him down. I think he landed on a play or something. Gave him, get on the ground, I guess.
Wide out to the side from the pistol now. Man in motion, gonna give it right back up the middle of the time, and he bounces to the right.
Get him in the backfield.
And we got him in the backfield.
4th down.
Loss of about 3 or 4 yards, maybe. And it's gonna bring up 4th down now.
That's the way you bend, don't break right there.
Devil defense is playing tough, I tell you.
Offensive linemen are yelling at each other. That's a good sign for us. It's like they're going to try to punt it, but I'm going to tell you right now, we better watch this fake.
I don't care if my interior line and defensive ends move a lick.
No. You got to watch those up backs.
Do not get suckered.
They're going to punt it this time.
There's the snap. He gets off a line drive, and it's going to hit on the...
Got a flag on a play.
It's going to roll inside the... He's going to pick it up down at the goal line.
Got a flag down here, though.
Yeah,
I think they may have lined up illegal formation.
Chuck, I thought he was straddled the goal line when he touched it down here, though.
Yep. It's going to be on him. It's going to come back.
Ball start, back him up, make him repunt.
Absolutely.
I'd like to see a picture of that one right there, though. I really thought he was straddled the line.
It looked to me like he may have been, but he put his foot back. I don't know how that was. If you're touching that line, you touch the ball. Guess what?
That's right.
That's a touchback.
Like baseball. It doesn't matter which hand the ball is in. If I'm holding it, I can touched the base.
Yep.
Back to the ABAC Middle Georgia game many years ago. Wow, crazy game. Well, it was like a 9-8 final. It was just crazy. That'll back him up.
Is that where the guy had the ball in his glove and put his hand on the base?
Yes. I mean, he was stretched like this, as far as he could reach.
Yeah.
Stretched as far as he could.
Outrageous. There's no difference in your hand and your foot, right?
No. They'll re-punt now. Devils got two guys back now to keep out on that ball. There's a snap. Gets off a
great kick.
High punt. It's going to hit and take a bounce, and they're going to cover it up.
We are still, Bruce, we're still right there where that ball hit. We still got guys that are standing around. You need to get away from that ball.
2:55 on the clock now to go here in the first half. 20-20 tie. I think their guy saved us a few yards.
Yeah, he did. He grabbed it right when it hit the ground.
It looked like it was going to go that way.
Yeah, I'm glad he did it too.
1st and 10 Devils at their own 15. In a very active first half, 20-20. You Devils, you got to get the ball out this end of the field and move it and make sure you take care of the ball. Wide out to the left, wing to the side, man in motion. And Malik's going to keep it. He's going to come up this left side, right side, and get out to about the 18 or 19, gain of maybe 3 yards.
Love to drive down the field to score here. Take a lead to the to halftime. You know, they get the ball coming out in the second half. So, a couple of scoring updates here. Parkview Panthers 21-9 over North Gwinnett in the second quarter. East Coweta is up in the second quarter, 7-0 over Sandy Creek.
Devils 2nd down and 7, wide out to the right. Man in motion, going to give it an inside reverse. He bounces to the right side and up sideline. There goes Zenard Smith. He's going to pick up good yardage out near the first down marker. They're going to mark him maybe a yard shy.
Zenard is so exciting to watch.
Oh, he is. The little guy gets hit in there behind those line. Oh, they're going to give him the first down. 1st and 10 Red Devils. That'll move the chains. 2:13 as they stop it to set the chains.
Well, he stepped out of bounds, too, so the clock will be stopped until the
Isn't that one of the changes to the college game? That they don't stop it on the first down?
Yes.
Until 2 minutes.
Instead of 2 minutes.
Wow.
That's right.
You can lose a lot of time if you ain't careful.
Yeah.
Wide out to the left. Man in the slot to that side. Shotgun, empty backfield. Malik takes a snap. He's going to come right back up the middle. Malik's going to get about 5, maybe 6 yards.
I like the way he waited for his blockers to set up right there. He didn't rush it, try to get out in front of them. He let them set up, and then he got it right behind them. Good pickup, about 7 yards on that.
Yeah.
That's great.
2nd down and a long 3 now. 1:50 clock running to go here in the first half. 20-20 score. Red Devils with the ball. Wide out to the left. Now we're going to split a man in the slot to that side. Empty backfield. Man in motion. Malik's going to take it. Step back. He's going to throw a little swing pass out there. And they smelled it out and knocked us down. We're going to lose about
7 yards. Yeah, back to the original line of scrimmage.
And bring up 3rd and 10. 126, 125. And it's showing them with 2 timeouts left.
I thought they took at least 2. I know they've taken at least 2 timeouts. That can't be right. They've taken at least 2 timeouts.
At least. Clock continues run, 109. You would love to pick up a first down here if there's any way possible.
Absolutely.
But protect the ball at all costs.
Yeah.
One out to the right. Man in motion. And we got flag on the play. They're going to call us for a procedure.
Yeah.
It was our outside guy right in front of the official.
If you can do it, don't do it out there. A couple more scoring updates. Camden County, 30. New Hampstead 7 second quarter.
Wow.
Colquitt and Lee County. 17-7 Colquitt County second quarter score.
47 seconds clock running. 3rd down and about 14 now. There's snap, going to give it to Zenard, come this way, and he gets tackled in the backfield. Yeah. They are blitzing in the middle. Those small guys are getting in there on us too quick.
And they're not calling a timeout, but don't tell the coach that he has a timeout left.
Clock down at 22 seconds.
You don't have to snap this ball. You don't have to snap this ball.
No, because you got 25 seconds on the play clock.
Don't have to snap this ball.
We're taking our time getting out there, too. I'm sure the coaches have told them not to. 12 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 7. And the final seconds are going to go off here in the first half with a 2020 ball game at Bobby Gentry Stadium between the Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles. And, wow, this has been a slugfest.
It has. Last year was, too. Last year was it was a different type of game this year so far. Been a lot more scoring, obviously, than was last year. Defensive struggle last year. This year is a little bit more offense. But, Bruce, you go back and look in the first half, and you think of two plays. The punt down here that bounced on our guy, hit our guy, that resulted in their touchdown. And then the second one was a fake punt that we allowed them to have. That resulted in a touchdown. Otherwise, Coach Bruce, we'd be leading this game at least 20-6.
Yeah.
20-6, and maybe even more. We could have maybe turned one of those possessions into a touchdown.
But I'm going to tell you, looking at these two teams compared to last year, there's no comparison. There's no comparison.
Either one of them.
Neither one of them teams could stay on the field with either one of these.
No, sir. It would be a slaughter for either one of those guys from either one of these teams this year. You're
right. Of course, Red Devils a little banged up. Dagan is out of the game. He's got his right thigh. Taped up real heavy. Probably, I'm sure there's some cotton and some heat rub up in there.
I'm sure.
To try to help it out a little bit.
Hopefully he didn't tear it. Hopefully it's just a
bruise or something that can get him through. I see their big guy that left earlier. He's slowly making his way towards their dressing room, and he ain't getting there very quick either. But Chuck, I'm going to tell you what. This one by far more physical than the previous three.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you came to games last year and you want to come out and watch these guys this year, you're going to see two totally different programs from last year to this year. This team this year playing with some confidence. They're playing. The offense is moving the ball. Defense is playing great. This is a different Hawkinsville football team than it was last year.
Oh, absolutely. And hats off to Coach Law. I know that during the off season he was looking for coaches. He was looking to rebuild his staff, and I tell you what, they've done a well of a job with those kids.
Well, they come here, 30. I counted like 33 or 34 players over there, and we've have probably doubled that on this side.
Yeah, we have better than 50.
Yeah, and they are, they're I mean, evenly matched two evenly matched teams.
And it's been a heck of a first half, no doubt about it. 20-20 score at the half. As we remind you in the morning, the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show, 9 o'clock. We'll get you caught up with scores and interviews from all around the state of Georgia. And, of course, then we'll do a little traveling with John and Eddie as they take a look at the college game. Chuck, speaking of college game, tell us a little bit about Thursday nights and the college drive at 5.
Well, this Fast Friday night, I couldn't be on the air. I was in Atlanta. I was conducting an investigation on something, so I couldn't be in Atlanta in the show. But normally we have a recap of the week before. We talk about some of the surprises that may have happened. This past week, I listened to the show. They recapped the Florida State win over LSU, which was a great game. Talked about the Duke win over Clemson, which was a surprise to a lot of people, as was the GCU Colorado game. I think that Deion Sanders has surprised a lot of people. We're going to find out tomorrow when he goes and plays Nebraska.
If he don't find a defense, it ain't going to matter.
Yeah. Well, they got one player on defense. He plays both ways. That's one player, but you got to have more than that. You got to have more.
And listen, I'm a stickler for Florida State, but I heard some of the guys say on ESPN, that they very easily should be number one in this kind of match. They're not there yet.
That's just a week one overreaction.
Yeah, come on.
It is. You got to be really careful throwing stuff like
where you're at in game number 11 and 12.
That's right.
That's what matters.
Hey, we're Georgia fans. I wouldn't mind seeing Georgia drop number 15 right now. Hey, drop them down. That's fine.
So,
those don't matter anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the truth. I heard all the overreaction.
Yeah.
Calling Bobo bum and and all this kind of mess and bozo and the dogs can't win with him. This is what we expect. Go back, pull the video the last few years. Every time they play a cupcake like this.
Yeah.
Last year we can't.
Yeah.
It was the end of the game before they pulled away. Come on, guys.
A couple different things here. When Bobo was here last time, we averaged over 40 points a game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he didn't have the defense that he's got right now.
No.
But then again, you look at early games like this, and, it's not Georgia's fault the way they have the schedule right now, but you look at the first four games of the season, are you going to show Auburn and the rest of the college football what you got?
No.
You're going to be bland as you can be. You're going to try to be in.
But these kids, and I say kids, they're young men, but you can't fool them. They know what they're playing. They know who they're playing. They're not going to play them like they did TCU or Michigan or Ohio State or Alabama. They're not going to.
Yeah, and you can sit here all day long, and coaches try to all day long find something. Man, this UT Martin team, that's the best team that you go. They try to, but you're right. The kids understand. They know that.
And those kids, though, they're going to play over their head. Kent last year. Yeah. Holy cow.
Well, you saw
those guys. Wow, they went after.
Well, I'm going to tell you something now. Now, you look at their roster last year and their coaching staff, they're gone. All those guys transferred to bigger programs and big-time programs, and their head coach, is in Colorado as the offensive coordinator. So doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely.
510 yards passing and 45 points on the defending national runners-up,
We're going to take a break. Devils and the Eagles tied at 20-20 here at the half. We're about 18 minutes before the start of the second half. We're going to send it back to studios for about 5 minutes. When we come back, we're going to have some scores for you from around the state of Georgia. You'll listen to the Red Devil halftime show coming to you from Bobby Gentry Stadium. 20-20 score, Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles. Back in 5, folks.
You're connected with the
I walk
river.
the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all like smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Volunteers of America is a national organization that for over 100 years has provided programs and services that allow people to overcome their challenges to become vital members of their community. At Volunteers of America, we don't just help people, we help people help themselves. Find out how you can support the programs that are working in your community. Contact Volunteers of America today. Call 1-800-899-0089.
One night in Austin, Texas, Christy Lanahan took a walk downtown. She listened to a band. She had a bite to eat. And while walking back to her car, she was killed by a drunk driver. Next time your friend insists on driving drunk, do whatever it takes to stop him. Because if he kills innocent people, how will you live with yourself? Friends don't let friends drive drunk. An appeal to intervene from the Ad Council, the Department of Transportation, and this station.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The Big City Lawyer with Small Town Shine. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back into Bobby Gentry Stadium at the half. Red Devils and the Marion County Eagles tied at 20. Chuck, let's get a few scores in here.
All right, the last one we talked about was Colquitt County and Lee County, 17-7. Colquitt County's up late second quarter in that game. Got one. Lowndes County is hosting Rock Creek, Maryland. Got a Maryland team coming down here, and Rock Creek is leading in the second quarter 12-7. Warren Robins is in Valdosta playing against the Wildcats, and they're down 7-0 also in the second quarter. Carrollton against Villarica, 36-0 at half. Carrollton's up. Juju Lewis must be having a day. Rome and Pebblebrook, Rome's up at the half, 35-0. Harrison over Denmark, 14-0, all halftime scores. Hillgrove over Altoona, 14-7 at the half. Late second quarter, North Cobb and Marietta. North Cobb's up 12-10 on the road. Archer and Norcross, 7-0 Archer. That's our first quarter score. See if we can get some updates on that. Here's a surprise. We got Grayson on the road playing Spartanburg, South Carolina, and second quarter score, Spartanburg is up 16-7. Cherokee over Sequoia, 10-7 at the half. Walton and Pope, 16-0. Walton's up. First quarter score. We'll see if we can get an update on that one as well. And Roswell and Milton tied up 7-7. That's our first quarter score. West Forsyth and Cambridge 28-17 at the half. West Forsyth has the lead. Eagles Landing, that is the public school. Eagles Landing is up 13-0 on Discovery, and Duluth up on Chamblee at the half, 17-9. You got some, Bruce?
Yes. Bowden over Tatnall Square in the third quarter, 40-7. It's Greene County in the second quarter, 34-0 over Wilkinson County. Washington Wilkes over GMC in the third, 33-7. Marion Hawkinsville, we got that one, 2020. Let's see. Telfair County leads Miller County, 21-14, second quarter score. Oglethorpe County over Lake Oconee Academy, 7-0. That one's in the third. Lamar leads Manchester, first quarter, 17-6. Strong Rock Christian, 42-0 over Athens Christian in the second quarter.
That's surprising.
It's Central Fellowship, 18-14 lead over Crawford County, third quarter score. ECI, third quarter, over Dublin, 7-0.
Wow.
I mean, that's a little bit of a shocker. Sly County in the third leads Blakely, 21-14. And let's see, Turner Irwin 28-28 second quarter. That something doesn't seem right about that one.
No, it doesn't.
Not that one. And one more. Brooks County leads Mitchell County 28-0 third quarter.
Got a few more scores here. Peachtree Ridge 26-0 over Winder Barrow. Second quarter action. Habersham Central and Central Gwinnett, no score in that game. That's the first quarter update there. We'll try to get some more on that one. Tucker over Decula, 15-14 at the half. Mountain View and Jackson County is 14-7 second quarter. Mountain View's up. Hoco, we're going to go to the 4-7-8 now. Hoco on the road playing Locust Grove. Hoco's at halftime, 49-6. Locust Grove's got some dudes out there now.
Yeah.
Hoco does too. Perry and Veterans, big game, playing at Freedom Field. My wife is actually at that game. Perry leads Veterans 28-27. That's a great game right there. That's the second quarter score. Southeast Bullock and Effingham County, I'm sure they're familiar with each other. 17-7, Southeast Bullock is up. Evans and Burke County tied up 7-7 at the half. Lakeside Evans 7-0 over Greenbrier in the second quarter. South Effingham 21-14 over Bradwell Institute. Eastside up over Ocoee 24-0, and that's the second quarter score. Woodward Academy over Marist 7-7. I'm sorry, they tied up 7-7 in the second quarter. North Atlanta and River Ridge 31-8. North Atlanta's got the advantage. Chapel Hill leads South Cobb 14-0 at the half. St. Pius, we talked about this in the pregame. St. Pius 14-7 over Blessed Trinity, second quarter score. That's a good game. East Paulding over Paulding County 14-0 at the second quarter. Noonan and Hardaway. Noonan's up 7-0 at the half. That's a defensive struggle. Creekview leading North Forsyth on the road, 17-14 second quarter score. Etowah over Centennial, 31-14 second quarter. Woodstock and Lassiter, 10-0 at the half. Woodstock's got the advantage. Alpharetta, 35-10 over Chattahoochee. Halftime score. Johns Creek at the half, 14-7 over Midtown. Bigger schools up in the Atlanta area. Kell, 20-0 over Sprayberry. Halftime score. Loganville, 28, Apache 14, second quarter. Gainesville is on the road to Clark Central, 14-7. Gainesville leads. Shiloh and Sickander, 14-12 in the second quarter. And another border war here. Bowles High School in Florida leads Coffee. It used to be Coffee County. I guess they just call them Coffee Trojans now. 6-0.
Madison County, Florida defeated Fitzgerald 30-16. Swainsboro third quarter over Dodge County 3-0. It's Cook and Clinch tied at 21 each in the third. Lanier, Berrien 7-7 third quarter. Prince Avenue over Monroe area 31-3 third quarter. It is Daniel, South Carolina third quarter score over Hart County 28-21. It's Wesleyan over Whitefield Academy 24-7. It's Stevens County 21-0 over Dawson County third quarter. It is Gilmer over Ringgold 17-0. That's the third quarter score. It's East Lawrence over Richmond Academy third quarter 10-7. It's Morgan County over Hebron Christian 13-7. That's the third quarter score. Let's see any more that's interesting to us. Claxton leads Groves 21-6 third quarter. Calvary Day over Charlotte Christian, North Carolina 35-7 third quarter. Mary Persons 21-7 over Haralson County. And Sumter leads Crisp 10-7 third quarter. I'm shocked by that score.
Yes, I am too. Spalding is leading Dutchtown 7-0. That's their first quarter score. Halftime score, Jones County at home over Peach County 28-7. Man, Coach Westbrook is having a tough time out there in Peach County right now. Let's see, more scores. Howard is on the road at Harris County down 20-0 at the half. You have something?
Chuck, when you go into a program like that and you're bringing in someone like him, you're doing your coaching staff, you're changing a lot of stuff, your philosophy. I'm sure that they've changed offense. They probably changed defense. Everything is kind of blown up. You tear it down and rebuild it. I'm sure that some of the personnel, some has come, some's gone. As far as players, it may take a couple of years to get where he wants to be or needs to be.
And the expectation from each county may be unfair because Marquise walked into that Warner Robbins job already being on the staff, already being familiar with the players, having the coaching staff that didn't get a whole lot of turnover, so he had kept some continuity there. And then, like you said, he goes to a new school. He's going to have to learn new players, and they may or may not, fit his his defensive scheme, his offensive play playbook. So it may take a while. But I promise you one thing: Peach County will be back. I'll promise you that. That is such a rich tradition over there. They got a great coach, and I just know they're going to have that thing turned around.
And listen, when he got there, the cupboard wasn't bare to start with. Chad didn't leave it bare. It's just you're changing philosophy. You're changing everything that you do is totally different. And those kids and those coaches have got to get on the same page. Well, actually, the kids are on the same page with the coaches. But time will take care of itself. Coach Westbrook didn't forget how to coach. Those kids didn't forget how to play. They just got to work through this. It takes time.
He didn't lead his team to 4 consecutive state championship appearances and winning 2 of those during the process by being just a mediocre or just an average coach. He's a great coach. He's a great leader of men. He's a great person, great man, and I do nothing but wish the best for him.
Well, it's the same thing with Chad Campbell going to Westfield.
Right.
Chad's got to come in there and build his staff.
Right.
He's got to get the kids in there. He's got to get the kids that's there on board with what's going on. But the personnel there is probably not going to be the personnel he's going to need in order to build that program.
Right.
And there is flexibility being a private school.
Well, yeah.
I mean, come on. We all know that.
Well, there is, but there's also challenges.
Oh, absolutely. There's
a lot of challenges to private school. I can attest for that.
Yeah, because you don't have those same kids walking the same aisles.
Well, you don't, but you also have to have funds to get kids that you need, because a lot of times the kids that you really want can't afford the tuition, and at least where I coach, somebody got to pay that tuition. Nobody's getting free tuition.
And let's talk about the educational side. The educational standards are probably different at the 2 schools.
Yeah, well, when I coached, there was classical education, so there's not one in the state until ACE opened up. I think we were only 1 of 2 in the state until ACE came along, and then of course ACE took a lot of our students because now you ain't got to pay tuition. It's a public charter school, so you can go there and get the same education and not have to pay for it. So,
we're at the half at Bobby Gentry Stadium, 2020 score. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff. You listen to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Louis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Louis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Let's play Who Wants to Volunteer in Your Community with Ella in Santa Monica, California.
Hey, wait, I don't want to volunteer.
Volunteering can really be fun. In fact, we've asked your entire algebra class here to tell you more.
But we were thinking that you should start tutoring people because you're all smart and stuff.
I should?
You free tonight?
Sure.
To find out ways you can volunteer in your community, log on to teensvolunteer.org. Do what you like to do. Volunteer. A public service message brought to you by the USA Freedom Corps, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, and the Ad Council.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866. The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics.
We're back as the ball is bouncing around. I think Marion finally recovered it. And I think it was on the ground for probably 20 yards.
You know, that's the football, folks. Football is not round, but that ball rolled like a bowling ball, just kept right on going down there, and they couldn't get it.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Marion at their own 28-yard line as we get the second half underway. 20-20 score.
That's actually an effective kickoff there. They got the ball outside the 30-yard line, so we don't give them an opportunity to return the ball. That's good. I would rather see them kick it out of the end zone, but if we can't do that, that's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
A lot better than kicking it out of bounds.
Eagles up to the line, 1st and 10 from their own 28. Wide out to the right. Don't give it to Times up the middle. He's going to go about 11 or 12 yards. He just came through there so quick we couldn't get a hand on him.
Bruce, one thing that I've noticed is since Dagan went out, he's playing that. I guess that's that strong side backer position, and they've been able to effectively run to that side. We've not been able to stop it since he came out. You remember when he was in there, it was like hitting a brick wall when they were that side.
1st and 10, going to go again. At times he bounces right. And he's going to get about 5 yards on that one.
When it seems like we have him in the backfield, he somehow squirts out and gets about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, he tried the middle, and he's so quick he shifts, and he gets at about two holes over and able to pick up yardage.
Yeah, he looks like he's running full speed. We're half speed.
And we're swapping players in and out constantly. 2nd down and a short 5. One out to the left. And the pistol going to give it to the running back coming this way. That's time. And he's going to get about 7 or 8 yards in the first down. And he's just gashing us.
Yeah. Really is.
Actually, that one wasn't time. That was number 5 that time.
Kelly.
Yes, Kelly.
And we bring another linebacker out. Swap out our linebackers.
It's going to be 1st and 10. They're at our 45 now. Quickly, 3 plays from the 28. About 27 yards. One out to the right. Running back shifts from one side, now he's going to shift back to the other one.
Well, it looks like they start. Oh, fumble.
It hit his hands and bounced forward, and Red Devils say they've got it. Red Devils claim they have it.
We need this ball right here.
Red Devils say they've got it, but let's wait. The guys in the striped shirts are the ones to make the final decision.
They got it back. We got it. We got it back. We got the ball.
Yeah, Red Devils recovered the fumble down there in the bottom.
That's the big play right there, Bruce, that you need. That's taking a possession away from them. They had the ball driving down the field. Now we got the ball around midfield. That's great. 46-yard line, or on 46.
1st 10 Red Devils at their own 46, and Malik Brown is headed out to run the offense. Harlan Phillips is in there with him. Naeem Blair's in there.
Now's when we can start. This right here is when we can start making those guys suck wind.
Denard Smith, Nelson Singletary. 2 wides to the right. Shotgun, empty backfield.
Oh, we jumped.
And we've got a flag, a whistle, and let's see. Yeah, I think Coach Suttles is going to say something now about that one.
Yeah.
Going back to that 5.
Yep.
Actually, that was Bragg Thompson saying something to the official.
Goodness gracious. Well, we jumped. I mean, we jumped everywhere. It was almost like the center didn't snap the ball when he was supposed to.
1st and 15 now. Wide out to the right. Man in the slot to that side. Empty backfield. Malik back, looks, and he throws a fade over here to this right corner.
Get it.
Yeah. He's got him on the sideline. First down.
He just dropped a dime in there, Bruce. He threw that ball where only our guy can catch it.
That was to Nelson Singletary.
Yeah.
Down to the 35. First down, Red Devils. Wow.
Man,
jeez.
That was a beautiful pass.
You're right. There was nobody going to get it but him. It was
right.
pinned within a yard of the sideline.
Right. If he don't catch it, then it's not going to get caught.
Devil split Bryce and Singletary to the left. Nelson now in the slot to that side. Wing to the side, empty backfield. Malik takes snap. He's going to go back up to the left side, bounces outside, and going to get maybe a couple yards. They shut it down quickly on him. Tomorrow morning, of course, we'll talk to Coach Suttles and Coach Billy Law of Marion County about this game tonight. Both coaches come in with their teams ready to play. Wow, we didn't get much on that spot.
No, we didn't. I would really like to see us up the line of scrimmage a little sooner, snapping the ball with 20 seconds left to go on the clock, because these guys you keep these guys from getting their breath. You know, you want to strangle them, just suck them to death.
2nd and 9. One out to the right. Wing to the side. Malik takes it. He's going to come up to the right side, and he spins and going to go forward down to about the 26. Maybe the 27, we'll say.
They had him about 5 yards back, and he spun around and with one leg and spun again with one leg and dove forward. It's a good pickup.
Clock moving down towards the 9-minute mark. Red Devils 3rd down and 3 now. Wide out to the right side.
4-down territory here if we need it.
Shotgun, there's snap. Malik's going to come up, and he's got nowhere to go. They closed in. He's got maybe a yard and a half or so, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 yards. 4th and 2. They closed it down quickly. We're not getting much on spots.
Yeah, he's moving it just,
4th and less than 2. Well, 4th and 2.
4th and a good, healthy long 2, I think, there.
Yeah, 4th and 2 in the 2 lengths of the football.
Yeah, I think so.
Wide out to the right. Lake Brown in the shotgun. Man in motion. I'll give it to Zenard, and he's got nowhere to go. That number 15 crashed the middle again on us.
I tell you, Bruce, if that's supposed to be a read option, he should have pulled that ball. If he pulls that ball and he goes back to the left, there's nobody out there. He could still be running.
And the ball will go on downs to the Eagles.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a design read or if it's supposed to be a handoff. But if he's supposed to read that guy coming down, he could have pulled that ball and made the first down on that one.
And the bottom line is we didn't block.
Well, some guys you don't block. You leave them alone. That's the guy you're reading. You read that guy, and if he's comes to the ball carrier, you pull it. If he goes to the quarterback, you give it.
15 ain't been read in a while. He's been in our backfield a bunch.
Yeah.
15 is blown up so many plays.
Yeah, he's played some good ball tonight. Both sides of the ball.
Wide out to the left. From the pistol. Going to take it. Going to give a little inside. And they're going to push forward and going to get about 4 yards.
That's just an inside counter. There's all that is.
He turns and he loops in, and boom, there it is.
Yep.
7:50 clock running.
Now all of a sudden it's going to turn into a defensive struggle after 40 points scored in the first half.
2nd down and 6 now.
All right, let's go defense.
They'll split a wide out to the right side. Wing to the side. Pistol. Going to take it. Going to give it to Time up the middle. And he's going to get maybe 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and about between 2 and 3.
You don't want to see him have 3 yards there, but I it's better than seeing him have 7, 8, 10 yards that he's been doing. I'd actually like to see what his yards per carry are right now.
It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. Their spots look better than ours. Wow. Wide out to the left. Don't take snap. Gonna give it times up the middle. He bounces right and gonna get a first down. He spins and gets across the 45 first down.
Ball came loose, but I guess they're gonna call him down.
Yeah, the official on this side was up there immediately, giving that signal that it was down.
Ball marked at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, he's elusive. That guy is elusive. Give him a break.
If early in the game, if he had really popped him out 2 or 3 times, it would slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think the guy who could really, really pop him is not in the game right now, unfortunately.
One out to the right, one to the left, man in motion. Going to give it to the man that's in motion, number 5, going to the right side. He's going to get 10 yards, 15 yards. There he goes down the sideline. I don't know if we're going to get him.
Oh,
he trips.
Down.
He trips at about the 15.
Quindario Kelly right there. Yeah, he was cutting back. We had our safety. Our safety was coming over. That's number 7, Wesley Johnson, was coming over to make the tackle. Had a good angle on him, and then he tried to cut back inside and lost his footing. Fell down at the 15-yard line.
6:23 to go in the third. 20-20 score, and the Eagles are marching. They're knocking on the door down at our 15-yard line now. Side up on the hash on the far side.
We actually caught a break on that, Bruce.
Yeah.
Big time.
Goodrow with the play from the sideline. He's got number 5, Kelly, behind him. He's going to give it to him. No, that's Times. And he's going to pick his way through there. And he just fights and fights and fights and spins and gets about 7 or 8 yards.
Bruce, one problem I'm seeing here is we're trying to tackle him high.
Yeah.
You got to get low on that guy. Wrap him up.
But he's not real tall to start with.
He's not, but when you go to tackle him high, his legs are still moving, and he's going to carry you with him, and he's going to spin off of you. You can't arm tackle the guy. You can't try to tackle him high. You got to get him low. Wrap your arms around his legs, pull him down.
And they just look like they brought in their biggest offensive lineman.
Yeah.
To go along with the other 2 bookends. 2nd down and 3 at the Red Devil 8-yard line. One out to either side in the pistol. Don't take it. Going to give it up the middle. And going to push the pile down to about the 3-yard line. And they're just pushing us around right now.
What was that? Let's see what number that was. Can't see from here. Oh, that was number 15. That's Miller. Miller's played a great football game on both sides of the football.
1st and goal at R3. Eagles. There's snap. Going to give it up the middle to Miller, and Miller is going to be down inside the one, it looks like.
They're just going to keep giving it to him. He's got a little bit of size on him, Bruce. He's a little bit bigger than those other little smaller backs.
I don't know how Miller didn't make the roster.
It's on the roster for over here with the PA announcer, so they just gave us a bad roster, I guess.
Well, they didn't actually give us one. I had to print my own.
Oh, okay.
One out to the right, and we're going to do a push in the middle.
And
a quarterback sneak. Touchdown.
Touchdown, they gave it to him.
Quarterback sneak, 1-yard touchdown. It's going to make it 26-20 now.
Yeah, I figured that this game was going to be a lot more high scoring than the last game we played these guys.
And this one is a dogfight.
It is absolutely dogfight.
26-20 now. Eagles on top. 4:26 left to go here in the third quarter. They'll line up for the point after. Cecil Young to attempt the point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up high, long, and the kick is good. And with 4:26 left to go in the third quarter, it's Marion 27, Red Devils 20. We'll take a 60-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
And another kick into the end zone, and the Red Devils will bring it out to the 21st and 10.
I think that's 5 for 5 on the kickoffs.
Yeah, everyone reached.
Yeah.
He jumped way up in the air and caught that one. It would have hit just as deep as the other did.
Yeah, it would have. He jumped up in the end zone to catch it, but yeah, you're right.
27-20, Red Devils trail here with 4:25 to go in the third quarter.
That's some good news. Their kicker's a senior. We'll have to worry about him next year.
I guess he didn't really get many opportunities last year. Devils up to line. One out to the left side. Wing to either side. Man in motion. And Malik rolls this way, looks and throws it underneath to Nelson Singletary, and he's got nowhere to go. Going to get a yard, and that's it.
You know, he moved the pocket over a little bit, but I tell you, that was really good blocking by the offensive line. There was no pressure on him whatsoever. So they're going forward. You can maybe take advantage of that, down the road a little bit. If we get a good pass pro, then maybe it'll pick these guys apart.
I actually gave him 2 yards on it. It'll be 2nd and 8 now. Bryson Singletary out there to the left side. Wing to either side. Man in motion. Malik takes the snap. Inside reverse to Naeem. He cuts inside. And they're going to make it secondary. And they knock him in the last second as he was headed towards the house. He's going to get to the about the 35-yard line. Let's see, they're going to give him the 36.
He thought that he had targeting on that.
1st and 10 Red Devils. The ball out at the 36-yard line. Both teams have had some explosive plays.
They absolutely have.
Devils break out of the huddle. This time they'll send Malik Sims out here to the right. Man in motion the other way. They're going to roll this way. Look downfield. Malik's under pressure and going to throw it incomplete. He was trying to get to Harlan Phillips over here by the sideline, but by that point there was at least 5 or 6 guys there, including theirs and ours.
That's right. Malik Sims is right there in the area too. I'll tell you, Malik Brown's been throwing the ball pretty good tonight.
Yeah,
that was not a bad pass right there.
No,
I mean he put the ball really where Phillips could catch it. But defense made a pretty good play on him, but I'm pretty impressed with the way his accuracy tonight.
2nd and 10 now. Wide out to the left. Wayne to either side. Malik in the shotgun. Inside reverse to Zenard Smith, and there's they blew that one up.
A 4-man front now. They changed from 5 to a 4-man front on that last play there.
No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. They only have one of the big boys out there now.
Yeah.
They got this. No, they got 2. They got 2.
Yeah, I think they changed to a 4-4 defense because of their defensive linemen are falling out.
Devils wide out to the left. Nelson in the slot to that side. Empty backfield. Man in motion. Malik's going to take it. They're going to run back up the middle. Malik's going to get maybe 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and about 7.
We
just never materialized.
Yeah, we got to be careful here now. Let's see if we're going to try to punt this or what. All right, looks like we're going to go for it. 4th and about 7, Bruce, and they're going to try to go for it here. Here we go.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Devils down 27-20. Devils split 2 wides to the left. Nelson the slot over that side. And the Eagles are going to call timeout. Timeout on the field. 1:49 left to go here in the third quarter. Devils trail 27-20. We'll take a 30-second break and listen to Red Devil football on the River. Stay tuned.
I walk
Write
the
that
mean
down.
streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
Remind everyone, the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show, 9 o'clock. We'll take a spin around the state and get you caught up with interviews and scores from all around the state. And then, of course, we'll do a little traveling with John Nelson as he and Eddie look at the big high school game of the week and also look at the college scene. Of course, it's harder to get any bigger than Colquitt and Lee County, ain't it?
No, it sure is. I'm going to check the score on that game. That's a great game right there, I'm telling you.
4th down and 6 yards for the Red Devils. The Devils now going to line up in the punt formation.
Oh, they're going to ruin the song, man. Let's listen to the song here. Carolina.
Wesley Johnson in punt formation. They have their receiver back. That's number 5. That's Kelly standing back at his own 33. There's a snap. Good snap. Wait for the last second. Off the side of his foot.
There. Kicked in the stands.
And that one's not going to get us much on that one. That one went against us.
Yeah, that we could have probably just tried to get the first down there. He's not even going to be able to kick it to where the first down's at.
Wow.
Man.
I don't know if it went out that far back.
Well, Bruce, it almost went straight to
20
the stands.
yards.
It went to the stands.
Yeah, I agree. So they'll have the ball at our 48-yard line. That's 2 yards behind the first down.
Scoring update from Colquitt County. 27-14, third quarter. Colquitt County's up.
How much?
27-14.
Anything on Vidos to Warner Robins?
17-3. Says second quarter. 17-3 Wildcats up over the Demons. I know. Trust me. Several reasons why I want those Demons to win.
Well, I'm disappointed Coach down there won't take my calls anymore. I've talked to him everywhere he's been.
Sheldon?
Yep. Since he went down there, he won't take a call. Wide out to the left. He's going to do it. Misdirection to the right. There goes Kelly. He breaks some tackles. He's going to pick up about 12 yards, maybe 13 or so.
He's dancing around like he may have twisted his ankle, but I guess not. He's doing a little bit of taunting.
Yeah, he's jawing over there.
Yeah, he's taunting a little bit. They get a lead and get the ball. Now they want, got a guy down out here.
That's number 15.
Yeah. All right, there's a cramp, but we need to take him out for the rest of the game for precautionary reasons. Excessive cramping. You don't need to be in here anymore.
6, 10.
Take Tom's out with you.
5.
Yeah. Hey, Tom's out with you.
We got timeout on the field as they tend to a player with cramps. We'll take a 30-second break. Devils trail 27-20, 1:33 to go in the third. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the Steakhouse Restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium as they still tending to the player on the field, number 15. He's got cramps. That's Miller. Next week, Red Devils on the road at Twiggs County over in Jeffersonville. Pregame 7 o'clock, kickoff 7:30. Cobra's decimated with the COVID. There was 2 years of nothing. I think they had one game in 2 years. They have changed coaches on a regular basis. They changed from last year to this year. They've got an interim coach, Coach Patrick Ray, that's running the program. And next week the Devils will be over in the Cobra Den to see what they've got. Eagles up to the line. 1st and 10. They have the ball now down at the Red Devil 33. And, Chuck, we just can't afford to give up any points.
No, we got to be able to make a stop here.
They're up to the line. Wide out, see the side. Man in motion the other way. Quarterback's going to hand it off to 4 going to the right side. And we knock him down and out of bounds.
We just strung it out all the way. They run to the short side of the field, which sometimes confuses me, but they ran to the short side of the field on a sweep, and we just contained on the outside and just run out to the outside.
Just rode him right on out.
Yep.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now. No gain on the play. Clock at 1:25 to go here in the third. 27-20. Marion on top. Wide out, see the side. From the shotgun. I'll take snap, and we got times in the backfield, and we hold on to him, and he's going to go down. We rode him like a pack mule that time.
Yeah.
Had his coattail, and he couldn't leave. Wasn't going to leave the party. Yes. They gave him a pretty good spot.
I think they gave him poor progress. That's why he had there, and they pulled him back.
They're going to say he's lost the yard. It's going to be it's going to be 13 and 12.
Third down.
Third down, 12 yards to go. Quarterback taking his time. Goodrow getting the play in. 10 seconds on the play clock. He gets in line with 5. Wide outs, 2 to either side. And there's the snap. He steps back. He pumps. He throws deep. He's got a man open and incomplete. They overshot his intended receiver. And, Chuck, they barely got that one off.
They really did. I mean, he snapped it right when it went to 0. Yep, they sure did.
And they're going to send out the punting team now. 4th down.
Keep your eye on this, guys.
Yeah, because
they faked it inside of where you are right now, or actually outside of where you are now. They faked it before on like the 45. Ball's going to be spotted on the 35.
Yeah, I would not be shocked 34. In the least bit if they faked this one.
Yeah, ball spotted on 34, and then we just
I don't know.
Our guys kicked it for some reason.
I don't even know. I probably wouldn't even fake a punt. I'd just line up and go for it.
Yeah.
4th and 12. There's the snap. It's off a short kick off the right side. He's trying to get it to
exactly what he's trying to do.
Angles of the sideline.
Good job right there.
And it goes out on the 7.
Yep, that's what he's trying to do.
1st and 10. Red Devils at their own 7. 22.8 seconds to go here in the third. Devils down 27-20. Now, if you're the Red Devils, you got to get some movement upfield. You got to drive this ball. But for God's sakes, whatever you do now, you can't have any kind of turnovers here.
Yeah.
And no penalties.
Yeah, you got to play mistake free from here on out. You've had some mistakes. Let's get over that. Let's move the ball and get out of this hole we're in right here.
Devils on the hash on the far side. They break out of the huddle. Devils moving from left to right towards Broad Street. Double wing formation. Everybody tight.
They jumped in the neutral zone, but they didn't call it.
Long count. Now we get snap. Going to give it to Zenard coming this way. And Zenard gets tackled in the backfield. And 77, the big lineman that tackled him, immediately grabbed his left knee. He looked like he twisted it. And we got time on the field. And their coach comes sprinting out. I mean, Chuck, when he rolled over, immediately grabbed that left knee.
He's got yeah. We got one walking around limping too.
Yeah.
Well, we got the break here. A couple of score updates. Houston County is 56-12. Locust Grove in the final. That's the final score. Perry and Veterans 35-27. Perry's up in the third quarter. Mary Persons up over Haralson County for 28-14. Colquitt up over Lee County. We talked about that earlier. Spalding over Dutchtown. That's a surprise. 34-6. Second quarter, actually. Let's see. Peach County down to Jones County, 34-14.
Chuck, Irwin and Turner tied in the somewhere in the first half, 28-28.
Wow.
Sly leads Blakely 21-14. Last we have in third quarter.
Vidalia and West Lawrence is tied at 21-21 fourth quarter.
ECI 10, Dublin 7 final score.
Hey, look at this. Westside Macon and Rutland 21-19 third quarter. Westside's up. Are they familiar with each other?
You reckon?
A little bit.
Bacon County leads Atkinson County 14-3 third quarter.
Calhoun over Cedartown, 21-14 in the fourth quarter.
Fellowship Christian 42-0 over St. Francis.
We got 10 seconds left in the quarter.
Athens Academy 38-0 over Mount Pisgah. That's the late second quarter score.
Let's see.
Log
out on that one. Let me look at the.
Callaway leads Hurd 24-0 third quarter. It is no score on Jasper and Putnam. Laney and FPD is 20-20, somewhere around halftime. Last score reported. Toombs County all over Jefferson County, 37-0.
Burke County over Evans, 22-7. Burke County's on the road at Evans and winning by 2 touchdowns. That's kind of a surprise there.
Fourth quarter score: Swainsboro 9, Dodge 7.
Wow.
Lynch 28-21 over Cook in the fourth.
Swainsboro's got a dude over there, man.
Yes, they do. And they got a pretty good coach, too.
Yeah, they do.
Coach Scott Roberts.
Yep. Third quarter action, Noonan 14, Hardaway nothing. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Good games going on. Woodstock over Lassiter, 10-0 third quarter score. I think all these halftime scores we've already reported on.
And last we heard, Camden all over New Hampstead.
Yeah, last
Coach Kyle Hockman and this crew over there at the lake, at the ocean.
Yeah.
Over the beach.
Oh, here's a good one. We talked about earlier. Spartanburg, South Carolina, and Grayson are playing. It's now 16-15. Spartanburg's up. Third quarter action.
That's the final play of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Devils trail 27-20. They have the ball first and 10 at their own 7-yard, second and 10 at their own 7-yard line. We'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned, folks.
Let's play.
When I say Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, few things pop into your mind. Community involvement, community awareness, covering what matters to the people of Pulaski County and serving the area since 1866. However, it is much more than that. It's office supplies for home, business, or school. It's also your headquarters for large print copies for all your business and construction needs. So when you need a copy of your construction plans, no need to go out of town. See Chuck and his staff. You may call today, 783-1291, or see them at 329 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Hawkinsville Dispatch and News, serving the finest people in the world since 1866. The answer to your insurance needs is simple. The Grimsley Agency. No matter your needs, life, auto, or home, it's the Grimsley Agency. You can trust Danny Grimsley and his staff with great coverage for your whole family. New car or home, the answer is the same. The Grimsley Agency. Give them a call at 783-2581 or see them at 203 Commerce Street, Hawkinsville. Proud supporters of all Red Devil athletics.
We head into the fourth quarter, 27-20, Devils trail. They have the ball second and 10 at their own 7-yard line. And the Eagles are packing them in there tight now. Man in motion to the right. And we just jumped off sides. We absolutely jumped.
I think that's about the 5th or 6th time we've had a legal procedure.
That was one of the young guys that's in there, not in there as often as some of the others. And that one hurts. That backs us up to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, we got to get out of this hole here, Bruce.
We got to have a big play somewhere.
Yeah.
We need Zenard Smith to go 90 yards plus.
I'd like to
about 97 of them.
97 would be great. Needs to pad his stats.
Devils up to the line. Man in motion. Don't take snap. Don't give it to Zenard coming. No, that's
Dean Blair.
Yeah, Marion Blair. He's going to get it out to about the 8-yard line.
Good little moves. You almost, if he got past that last tackle there, I think he'd still be running.
Yes.
The original last one was third down.
Steakhouse Restaurant weather forecast for tonight was spot on. We're looking at the mid to upper 70s by the time we get out here in just a little while.
Beautiful. Low humidity. Nice.
Devils up. 3rd and 9. Going to give it to Zenard coming across, and number 15 in the backfield. Nobody stopped him.
I thought I told them to leave him on the sideline.
Chuck, we've got some guys that's coming untouched. I mean, there's no other way of putting it.
There's no read on that.
No.
That's not a replay there. He did not get blocked, and he was supposed to be blocked.
And it's what I've said over and over the years. We've got bigger boys up front. We got that little guy that's coming in. He is fast, and that I tell you, they make you look bad.
Yeah.
And we're punting from our own end zone, and Chuck, this will put us in a big hole.
Yeah, got to get this ball off. Got to get a good punt, good coverage.
There's snap, and they're not rushing. They're not doing anything. They're going to let it go through. It's going to hit on our 40.
That's not a bad punt right
there. It's going to cross the 50, and that officials just got 2 flags on them down there in the middle of the field.
Yep.
Push
back 15 more.
Yep.
Maybe 2 15-yard. Maybe push about 30 yards. Get back to the 20-yard line.
Well, they were a little bit cocky over on the sideline while ago. They're all jumping up and down, and stuff. And their emotions are getting the best of them right now.
But we can't play into that.
No, we cannot. We can take advantage of what they do,
right.
But we can't play. We cannot retaliate.
All right.
And
there's fly the ball at the 48-yard line of Marion County. Let's see what the call here.
2 flags laying way back at about the 14-yard line.
If that's offsetting and we got to redo it, that's not good. That was a 50-yard punt, Bruce.
Yeah.
With no return.
Well, all that was there was white jerseys when he threw them.
Right. We had one guy that was running there, and they threw a penalty, and they threw another one.
Let's see. Personal foul against him. Personal foul.
Oh.
Where was the other? I didn't see a jersey when the 2 flags come out.
I don't know, but you know what? That's a break for them. They're going to call it replay the down.
I did not see a red jersey.
Well, there was one that was running off, and they had just thrown the penalty flag, and then the white jersey was jawing, and they threw another one. So I think the original one was on us. The first one was on us, and then the second one was on them, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big break for them. That's a 50-yard penalty for us right there. Man.
Devils will have to punt from their end zone again.
Now, we got to remember this. He kicked it kicked out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Marion County.
We've got number 43, Amos Manning, punting. And that one almost hit our lineman.
No.
It's going to take it on the 38, and they got the 35. He cuts back the other way, and he's inside the 30, inside the 25, the 20, inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
We just had a block in the back that did not. There it is. They got it right there. There was a block in the back. Now there's penalty flags going everywhere. We had a block in the back down here on the 20-yard line. They threw a penalty on the far sideline, and then, I think there's some motions going on crazy out here now. You should have a block in the back here around the 15.
10, 12 on the clock. Let's see what happens. If it's 15 yards from where it's at, that'll back it up to the 22.
Well, it should be 2 different. One's going to be a dead ball foul. The second one's going to be a dead ball foul, so that's going to be after the first penalty if they're both on them. All the referees are huddling up right now talking about it.
I get scared when that happens.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? Maybe it's offset and replay it down again. Wipe out the touchdown.
I don't know.
I actually would like to see the offsetting penalties, and
let's see what's going to happen.
I thought they're going to mark it off more. So where's that? Yeah, block in the back. Yep, that's it. Call that one.
That's sportsmanlike on us.
So they're going to mark off 10 from there, then 15 going the other way. So they'll mark off 10 right there. That's going to put the ball back to the 25. No, to the 30. And then they'll mark off 15 going back the other way. So they'll have the ball at the 15-yard line.
We're getting 0 breaks.
Yeah. But nice if that had been offset and replay the down again. Golly, man, that penalty on the first punt turns out to be a costly one, a 37-yard penalty. They had the ball. We had them backed up over there on their side of the field. Now they're going to get the ball on the 15.
Coach Suttle's having a conversation with the Whitecap.
He's probably asking why is that one not offsetting, but I guess it's because it was a dead ball foul. And I'll tell you, they did get the blocking back right, because I saw them about the 20-yard line, so they marked him back at 35.
Coach is making him think. He brought the other one back over to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
So Coach is got him thinking at least.
Well, he wants an explanation. What did you see? And the white hat called the referee over that saw it and was explaining to Coach Sullivan what he saw. Folks, it's starting to get a little bit heated out there.
Yeah, chippy, as they say.
A little emotions. You got kids out here. They are kids, and we got to remember that they're kids, and they're fighting hard, guys. They really are. And it gets emotional. Football's an emotional sport.
And now it's the ball's at the 15-yard line.
And a big turnover here would be nice.
And this started at 7 on the other end. Right? There's snap, toss to the left side. They've got Times out there, and he's going to run towards that corner. We're going to knock him out shy of it.
I think there's legal formation. They had too many people in the backfield. I think. That's what they say.
Now, this started not here, but it started down here at the 7.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yep. Well, the call procedure was really legal formation. Keep moving them back.
Ball now back out at 21. First down and about 16 now.
Bruce will be really nice right now. About a 15-yard sack. Or maybe a fumble.
Fumble and scoop and score.
Scoop and score would be great.
Wide out to the right. Working from the pistol. Going to do a little inside reverse. It goes to the other side. We've got him, and we're not letting him out.
Yeah, that's not a bad play. He picked up a couple yards, but got him.
And we're calling for help over there. Well, I don't know. We may have someone else down that sideline.
Our entire team is over there.
Yeah, we got somebody down in the middle.
I think it's the gentleman that made the tackle.
We got timeout on the field. 9:57 to go here in the ball game. Devils trail 27-20. The Eagles knocking on the door. We'll take a 30-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the Steakhouse Restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Yeah, we started the ball with the ball in the start of the third or fourth quarter.
Welcome back into Bobby Gentry Stadium. As we got time on the field, we've got someone kind of turned up over there on the far sideline. Not sure. There was just the masses. We were trying to stop the guy from scoring, and they marked him at the 17.
Yeah. Yeah, he gained about 2 yards in that. Darius Anderson made a tackle, and he was outside contained, and he grabbed his jersey and was slinging him around and threw him out of bounds. And he's up walking back to our sideline now. And that's encouraging too.
Oh, absolutely, Chuck. We're fighting for anything we get right now because we cannot give up a score. We cannot.
That's right. There's times like this, the coach, you want to see how your team, how they respond to adversity. We do have some adversity going on. We got some of our better players, more experienced players that are come out of the ball game, and let's see what the young guys do. This is an opportunity to find out who you are, as a team.
Second down and 12. They have the ball at the Red Devil 17-yard line. 9:57 left to go in the ball game. Devils trail 27-20. Eagles up to the line, way out to the left. Man in motion this way. Quarterback, and we got whistles and we got a flag. Procedure against them.
No. Hey, I'm telling you, this right here is now it's going to be second and 17.
Yes.
We can make a tackle here, and this is surely 4-down territory for them. I don't care what the down distance or what the distance is. Fourth down. If it gets to that point, they're not going to punt or try a field goal from there. So,
one out to the left, wings to either side, working from the pistol. There's snap, and they're going to give it a little inside reverse to number 4 that time, and he's knocked down. That was Richardson.
2.5, 3-yard gain.
And it's going to bring up third down now and 15.
Yep. Bring up third down and 14.
Red Devils and the Eagles. It is 10 o'clock.
It is 10 o'clock. Last week I was already home by then.
Yes. Me too. Third down and 15. One out to the left. From the pistol. Taking a long time. Looking it over. There's snap. Going to fake a toss. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's in trouble. He's going to run back out the middle, and we're going to knock him down.
Yeah.
It's going to bring us fourth down now.
Keep our composure here. We'll get somebody else down. We'll get up, man.
Fourth down, and they're going to mark him down as a fourth. And he didn't get but a yard. No.
Yeah.
Let's see where they're going to spot at.
10. He's going about 10 yards.
Let's see where they're going to spot at. And we got another one down.
Where did they spot the ball?
They spotted at the 17, so it's going to be 4th and 12. If they don't move it again, they moved it a few inches again.
I like to keep moving it.
8:49 on the clock, and Chuck, we've had one down and then another one down, and
about every play.
And part of this is probably fatigue.
Well, these guys are playing really hard. It's not that hot out there. It's not very muggy. I mean, it's not, the humidity's down. So I don't think that the weather is the problem. I think it's just, man, this is hard football right now. Yeah, it feels good. You open it up, it feels great out here.
Yeah, this is the temperature's not bad out here at all.
No humidity, little slight breeze. These guys are battling, Bruce. This is a war for these kids right now.
Absolutely.
And I like seeing it. This is what you want to see. You want to see good, hard-fought games like this. To be honest with you, those games like last week are not fun.
No.
I mean, for anybody.
The injured player, that's Malik Sims. He's coming off the sideline for a minute. I think it's Malik.
No, it's not Malik.
It's 15. That's 15.
Yeah, that's Corey Pickett.
And the Eagles are going to
field goal.
Eagles are going to line up for a 34-yard attempt. Young to attempt it. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good.
No good.
And that gave us new life, Chuck, new life.
This defense, Bruce, if you take those 2 fourth down crazy plays with the punt hitting our player and then the fake punt, you take those 2 away, Bruce, our defense is playing an outstanding game.
Red Devils will get it 1st and 10 now.
They'll spot it they're putting the ball on the 17. I thought that she kicked it in the end zone. It's a touchback.
I thought that I might be coming to the 20.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's my referee buddies over here.
Officials mark it on the 17. 1st down, 10, Red Devils. 8:40 left to go in the ball game. Devils got to have a drive here, folks. They'll send White out to the left. That's Sims. Wing to either side. Working from the shotgun. Man in motion, that's Zenard. Malik back, looks. Long time, he's going to throw it underneath to Zenard Smith,
nice.
Who's down the sideline, going to get a 1st down. Pick up about 11 yards.
I think he, did he step out before he got the 1st down? No, they give it to him. He had plenty of time, Bruce.
Yes.
And we talked about this earlier in the third quarter, how we had some good pass protection, and we may be able to take advantage of it later in the game. Well, here we are, and he took advantage of it.
First down 10, Red Devils, ball at their own 27, 8:32 left to go in the ball game. Devils trail 27-20.
Well, he's throwing the ball really well tonight.
Wide out to the left, wing to either side, shotgun. Going to give it up the middle, and we're going to get 5 yards, 10 yards, about 15 yards up the middle. Good run.
Whoever that was just ran with some authority.
Trying to see who's coming out of the bottom. That's Nelson Singletary.
Nelson Singletary. First down, Red Devils.
He just wanted that more than anybody else did. That's all it was to it.
First and 10, Red Devils out at the 41-yard line. 8:04, 8:03 clock running to go in the ball game. Devils trail 27-20. Wide out to the left, wing to either side, shotgun. Malik takes it, going to stick it in his running back belly again, and this time no gain on the play. They're going to give him maybe a yard as they wrapped him up. He wasn't able to get through he wasn't able to get penetration there.
Oh, we got to be careful. We got to be careful fixing a penalty flag on us.
Yeah. Keep your emotions in check, guys.
Referee, he put his hand on it. He wanted to throw it. Well, what happened is they grabbed him around the throat when they pulled him down, and I think there was a little bit of jawing back and forth.
Second down and 8 for the Red Devils. Wide out to the left. Wayne to either side, shotgun. Man in motion. Malik takes it. Going to toss it over here to Naeem Blair. He cuts back. Naeem across the 45.
He got the ball.
He got it out of his hand. He stripped it away from him, and he's going to go down the sideline, and he's going to score. Wow.
Took it right away from him. He was trying to put the ball. Bruce, what happened was that you teach the running backs, switch the ball to your outside arm, and he tried to switch it over his outside arm, and he kind of fumbled his hand a little bit, and he just pulled it right out of his hand.
Number one took it about 41 yards.
Yep. Man. That's a killer right there. We're driving down the field. We come out of off our 17-yard line. We're driving down to about the 40, 45-yard line and give that up. The ball never hit the ground. Bruce.
No. And when he turned to look back, I said, oh, no.
Yeah.
I knew what that meant.
Well, I saw when he tried to switch it over to his left hand because he's running that towards the sideline there, he kind of lost the handle on it.
They line up for the point after the snap, the hold, the kick is high and long, and it's good. And now with 7:02 left to go in the game, it's 34-20. Marion County will take a 60-second break and listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned.
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The Big City Lawyer with Small Town Chime. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium as the Devils just got their heart broken on. We were driving it and we were switching hands. The running back was to get to the corner here, and the guy just took it out of the air and just went 41 yards for a touchdown. There's the line drive kick. It's on the ground. We'll pick it up on the 15. Come back up across the 20, the 25, the 30, 35. There he goes down the sideline. 50, 45, cut strike. And John, they tackled it at their 37. First down, Red Devils. And Chuck, it ain't over yet, baby.
No, sir, it's not. It's not over yet.
Ball marked at the 35-yard line.
They're going to spot him down. Let's see where they're going to spot it. First down, Red Devils at the 35-yard line of Marion. Nope, 36. Shouldn't have listened to the loudspeaker.
Yeah, I know, right?
Red Devils on the hash on this side. They're moving from right to left. 6:53 on the clock. Devils need a score in a hurry. Devils split a wide out. Sims out here to the left, wing to either side. Blake takes the snap and going to do a reverse to Zenard. Zenard across the 35 to 30, down the shot line, inside the 20, 15, and pushed out of bounds on the far side. First down.
And down the 14. They're going to spot him out the 14-yard line, Bruce.
Wow.
A couple things there. A couple things happened. We picked up the first down, get all the way down deep in the territory, and we get out of bounds and stop the clock, which is very important when you're down by 2 scores.
6:47 on the clock now. Devils knocking on the door.
That play took 6 seconds, and he ran about 90 yards, it looked like, all the way across the field.
Ball spotted on the 14, 1st and 10, Red Devils. They're not going to quit, folks, not this bunch of kids.
No, sir. No, sir.
They're not going to quit. Devils break the huddle. Sims to the right side now. Wing to either side. Malik with Singletary to his right. Going to give it to him on a little delay. He turns left. Now he goes back up the middle and going to get across the 10 down to, we'll say about the 10.
Bad snap on that one, Bruce. The snap hit the ground in front of Malik Brown, and he went to go pick it up. That's what threw the whole timing of that play off.
Still got 4 yards.
Yeah, we still got 4 yards out of it. I think it threw the defense off, too. So.
Yes. 2nd and 6 now. Red Devils down at the 10-yard line. 6:19, 6:18 clock running. 4th quarter down 34 to 20. Going to take it. Going to toss sweep out here to the left side. Back to the 10. Cut back at the 5 and going to go to about the 4.
I think we may have gotten the first down there. We had a whole host of guys. We had 4 linemen out there in front of me blocking.
Blair down to the 4-yard line.
Got a first down? First down.
First and goal, Red Devils. 5:57 clock running to go in the ball game.
We kind of got to be a little bit in a hurry here. We don't need to be taking our time.
Wide out to the left. Shotgun. Man in motion the other way. Malik's going to toss it. Zenard to the right side. Zenard gets out there and turns up. We got a flag on the play. It's going to be holding.
It's going to be holding on number 2.
Yeah. It's going to be holding.
Yeah. We're out there on the edge.
You knew when that one came.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's going to be a tough one.
That's going to be bad. Yeah.
That's going to be a tough penalty. It's going to back us up 10 yards. It's going to put us back at around the 14 or so. Holding Red Devils.
Holding on the Red Devils.
Let's see. Trying to see where the flag was actually laying.
10-yard penalty.
Let's see. They'll mark it off and see where they're going to spot it.
You're right on.
14.
Yeah. Good eye, Bruce.
First and goal on the 14.
Probably the first time tonight I knew what was going on.
Bruce, you always know what's going on. You amaze me sometimes.
Devils up the line. 2 wide to the left. Empty backfield. Malik takes the snap, steps back, looks. He's got all the time. He's going to roll to his right, and he's going to run inside the 10, down to about the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds now.
Oh, no, they're going to run the clock. They're going to say it's forward progress to stop before we get out of bounds, which is kind of significant because now we don't get to stop the clock.
No.
Under 5 minutes left.
5:20 clock running.
Ball spotted at the 9-yard line.
We got to get out of the hurry, huddle in kind of a hurry now.
Yeah.
Devils.
Second goal from the 9.
Wide out to the left. Man in slot to this side. Man in motion. Going to toss it out here to Zenard. Inside the 10. And he's ball. It's going to go out of bounds somewhere around the 5 or 6 yard line.
We can't be dropping the ball down here.
They're going to spot it back at the 8.
Well, the ball went out of bounds around the 5, but I think they
you can't get forward progress.
You can, fumble it forward. I don't think.
Clock stops at 4:55 now.
The 3rd and goal from the 9. That was only a 1-yard pickup there.
Yeah, it seems like it's stalling a little bit on us here. 3rd down and goal from the 8. We got to have it, folks. One out to the left. Shotgun, going to take a snap, going to do a reverse the other way, Zenard, and he's got all kinds of people in front of him defensively wise, and he's going to be thrown way back at the 15. It's going to bring up 4th down. Nobody whatsoever got in front of those 2 guys over there.
No, that's just good coaching on their part. Those guys they're trained to stay at home, don't get caught up on that side, you got to maintain outside containment, and they did.
There was a little bit of a disruption in the play to start with. They kind of delayed it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it created a problem. 4:21 clock running.
All right, come on, guys. We got to get this thing going. 4th down now, Bruce. We got to score here.
4th and goal from the 15. Devils break the huddle.
Big play of the game right here.
Yep. One out to the left. Man in motion this way. Blake back, looks. He's going to throw it over in the corner. He's got a touchdown Blair. Mitch Nang Blair to the outside, lays it up towards that corner, and he dove for the goal line and scored.
Man, that was a great play. Malik put that right there, Bruce, where you have to put it. He led him perfectly. Right, he got it right when the defender got there.
Was that 14 yards?
That was 14 yards.
3:56 left to go here in the ball game. Devils on the board, 34. They trail 34-26 as they line up for the point after. Their snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. And with 3:56 to go in the ball game, Devils trail now 34-26. We'll take a 60-second break. You listen to Red Devil Football on the River. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the Steakhouse Restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet. And don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The big city lawyer with small town charm. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
Devils setting to kick off. Down by 8. 3:56 to go. Denard kicks it. They're going to take it on the 25 across the field to the 30, 35.
It's a blindside block. That blindside block right there.
And it's going to come.
That's going to be way back.
It's going to be 15. That's going to put it back around the 20.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
There was no doubt about that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I saw that one developing.
That was in front of God and everybody.
Yes, sir.
That's laying on the 36. That'll back up to the 21.
I think they're going to call it targeting, but it's actually no difference. But blindside block for the call.
Yeah. It'll be 15 yards against the Eagles.
About 21-yard line.
3:47 on the clock. Still time.
We got to get a stop here.
Got to get a stop. Get the ball back.
We should still have 3 timeouts left.
According to the scoreboard, yes.
They only have 1. Or no, they have 2 timeouts left.
Yes.
They're not going to take theirs.
Ball decided on the 21-yard line. First down, Marion.
Ball will be backed up at the 21. First down, 10 Eagles.
All right, let's go defense. Create a turnover here.
Eagles up to the line. They'll split a wide out to the left, working from the pistol. Devils with a 4-man front. They run and their backers in there tight. They crash in there, and they're going to knock him down after gain maybe a yard on the play.
I'm sure they're going to give him a yard there. They lost some yardage.
For no gain. They got second down and 10.
They brought the house in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to throw.
Come on, Devils, let's make the noise.
I mean, I would love to see them throw. We could pick one off or at least knock it down and stop the clock. Either way. But yeah, you're right. They're not going to throw the ball.
No. 3:15 clock running. Wow. They're taking their time. 17 seconds, 16 seconds. Clock continues to run.
Play clock's down to 10, and they haven't broken the huddle yet.
And the clock is not our friend right now.
No, it's not.
Wide out to either side, working from the pistol. Man in motion, going to give it to him coming this way. Devils are going to hit him in the backfield, and he's going to go down. And it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
They'll bring up third down.
And now the Devils are going to call timeout. Timeout on the field. 2:48 left to go in the ball game. Devils trail 34-26. We'll take a 30-second break to listen to Red Devil football on the river. Stay tuned, folks.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Louis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Louis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
Remind you in the morning, the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show. We'll get things underway at 9 o'clock. We'll take a spin around the state, get you caught up with the interviews and scores from around the state. And then we'll do a little traveling with John Nelson. That's all in the morning on the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show. Fastest 3 hours in radio. And Chuck, when it hits 12 o'clock, hop in your car, head on down to the Steakhouse Restaurant, sit down and get you a great meal.
Get you a great meal, and then take yourself home and sit back and watch some Saturday football.
3rd down and 12. Eagles backed up at their 19-yard line. 2 wides to the right, to their left, Quarterback back pumps once. He looks. He rolls out to the left. And we going to run him out of bounds over on that far side.
Yes. Stop the clock. Bruce, that's like a timeout for us right there.
Absolutely. That was a mistake on their part.
I thought he was going to try to throw the ball.
Wow.
He had everybody fooled right there. Yeah, we get him out of bounds. That's another timeout right there. That's wonderful.
That's going to bring up 4th down now and 10, 2:39 on the clock.
All right, guys.
Red Devils will get the ball back.
Do we do anything stupid here?
Yes. It appears to be they're going to get the ball back.
A lot of substituting in and out.
Devils return man standing on the Red Devil 30.
We only got 10, but I'd rather have 10 than 12.
Yes. It's going to take a bounce across the 50. It's going to roll back to the 36.
They downed the ball as it was still rolling. That's fine with me, but
I wouldn't have.
No, you know what? You don't even touch it because let the referees blow the whistle dead, blow the ball dead.
And getting by our man at midfield cost us a dozen yards at least.
Well, we still had the ball on the 37-yard line.
Yes.
They're going to spot it. So,
And listen, we moved the ball last time.
Yeah, we did.
And we moved the ball a lot tonight.
Yeah, we have moved the ball a lot. I'd love to see the yardage tonight.
2:30 to go in the game. Devils down by 8, 34-26. They got it 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. They line up on the hash on the far side.
What to hope for is put yourself in a position where you can win this game.
Sims out here to the left, man in the slot. There's a toss out here to the left side. That's Naeem Blair. He's going to get to the 40 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Carried Naeem Blair.
They're actually going to give us the 43. That's an extra yard.
Yeah.
That's to make up some of them that we didn't get. Clock stops at 2:24 now. Rolled 6 seconds off the clock. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Red Devils. Actually, the yard marker on the other side is off a yard. The box is. We got 4 yards to go. It's not even close. Man in motion this way. There's snap. Malik rolls to his right, looks, and he's going to suck it and run and going to go out of bounds over there. Shy of the 1st down. He's only going to gain a yard or two. It's going to bring up 3rd down in about 2. That play ate up some time, all the way down to 12-14.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
And we didn't get it but a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now. Actually, 3rd and 3. I'm looking at where the marker is and where the ball is.
Yeah.
We're at the 44. We got to get to the 47 for the first. One out to the left. They're going to put a slot man out here. Empty backfield, man in motion. Going to toss it out here. And they break containment. They get across. We get across the 45.
Go.
And down at the 48-yard line.
Blair.
Blair with the carry. First down, Red Devils at the 48-yard line of Marion. Clock headed down towards the 2-minute mark. 2 wides to the right now. Shotgun. Going to snap it. Going to pitch it to Zenard to the right side. Zenard's going to get some room. There he goes. And they cut him down at the last second. And we got a flag on the play. That may not be good. That hole closed up quick, Chuck. It looked like he was going to get big yardage.
It really did. I think it's going to be a hold on us.
Yeah, that's a bad play for it.
Yeah.
We're acting like it's going to be on us.
Yeah.
Holding, Red Devils. That'll back us up 10 yards.
Holding on the Red Devils. 10-yard penalty.
Sure update, one I'm interested in, not really good. 31-9, Valdosta over Warner Robins, fourth quarter.
That's not good news for the middle of Georgia, folks.
No.
Ball expired at 46-yard line.
Ball will be backed up to the Red Devil 46. It's going to bring up first and 16 now. 1:50 on the clock. Wide out to the left, man in spot this side. Got a man in motion the other way. Malik's going to take it back up the middle. Malik, there he goes, goes to 45. Go! He can't scratch this way. He's going to cross it 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and Allen Brown's at the 10-yard line.
Man.
First down and 10, Red Devils. They're going to spot him at the 11. Wow. What a run there.
Bruce, this is what football is about right here. This is what it's all about. These kids are playing their hearts out.
Absolutely.
Down 14 and halfway through the fourth quarter, they said, we're not giving up. I love it. I love it.
Ball setting just outside the 10. Devils split 2 wides to the right now. Working from shotgun, and now Marion County is going to call a timeout. Timeout on the field. 30-second timeout. Devils trail 34-26, 1:38 to go in the ball game. Devils 11 yards away from a chance to tie this thing up. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
We're back at Bobby Gentry Stadium, and nobody on the home side's left yet, folks. A good crowd here tonight, and they're sticking around. The Red Devils were tied at the half 20-20. They fell down 34-26, 34-20 going into the fourth quarter, and have fought back. They've scored one. They're on the 11-yard line going in and looking for a chance to maybe stick a touchdown in there and maybe get 2 and tie this thing up. Devils up, wide out to the right. Man in the slot to that side from the shotgun. Man in motion this way. Malik's going to take it, toss it to him. And we're going to get Naeem Blair is going to lose a couple of yards on the play. Nothing on that one. Tried to do it to the short side, and he just run out of space. 1:26. Clock running, Chuck.
Yeah, second down, 13.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know, why in the world you run that ball to the short side of the field like that? Well, you do that because you have mismatches out there.
Yes.
Normally you can have, strong side of the field and you got more people over there you can move. And but it didn't work out that time.
2 wides to the right. Man in motion that way. Malik's going to take it back up to the left side. He's going to cross the 10. Malik into the 5. Malik down to about the 3-yard line. 1 minute to go in the game. Clock's running.
No need to be in a huge hurry here, Bruce.
And
we need to have an urgency to it. Oh, we call a timeout.
Yeah, timeout on the field, 53.6 seconds. And, Chuck, we're going to keep it right here. Good thing to see Coach Suttles or Bragg Thompson, whichever one that was, right there and get the clock stopped. It gives us a lot of options with 53 seconds.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I do know you don't really need to be in a huge hurry here.
No.
You can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Obviously, this is 4-down territory. I think it's probably a good idea to call third down when you have 2 timeouts left. So take one of them, call a timeout on third down, try to get the first down, If you can't score, at least get the first down, and then they go up there. Now, remember, Bruce, we have to score a touchdown and convert a two-point conversion just to tie the game. So, and right now, what I'm seeing out of these guys, I don't doubt anything. I don't doubt this team at all.
No, I don't either.
I have full faith in these guys right now.
Absolutely. These guys have played their butts off tonight, and they have, so far this season, every game, they've come out and give everything they had and left it on the field. And tonight is no exception, folks. You're missing a good one.
You know what we talked about earlier. Seeing what your team, how they deal with adversity. And I'm watching these kids. They're not playing with some of their more experienced players, but they're battling hard and they're battling through this adversity.
Wide out to the right, man in the slot to that side. Malik in the shotgun. Devils at the 3-yard line, first and goal. Third down. And we got whistles and flags. They're going to call us for motion.
Oh.
I say the guys on the side ain't.
No, offsides on defense.
Oh, wow.
That may be an automatic. That may be a first down, half the distance. That might get us first down.
That's going to move it down around the two.
He threw the flag down, and I saw where he threw the flag. He didn't throw the flag on our side. He threw it kind of a little bit on their side. I'm like, wait a minute.
The ball is now across the 2-yard line.
That should be a first down.
Let's see.
They call it a first down?
They have not called it yet. Let's see. I don't know.
The down guy hasn't even moved. There he goes. Starting to move the stick now.
52.6 seconds to go in the ball game. Devils down by 8. Wide outs, 2 to the right. Shotgun.
Down less than a yard.
Malik's going to take it. Malik's going to go right back at the middle. Malik's going to drive.
Get in there.
Touchdown.
Down. He called him down.
Oh, my God.
That's okay. It's okay. Bruce, that's all right. It's a first down, and there's no need to be in a huge hurry here. You don't want to give them any time. No time at all.
Now, Devils are going to call timeout. Chuck, I thought he had it. His body fell across the goal.
I thought he did too. Now, here's the thing. Is that our last timeout?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
No, it shows we had 2 before we called that one. Now we got 1.
Yeah, let me ask these guys over here. How many timeouts?
38.1 seconds left to go in this one, folks, and the ball is inches.
I just conferred with my buddies next door, the officials next door, and we have 0 timeouts remaining. So what we have to do here, we have to make sure we probably need to call 2 plays. If we don't score on the first one, we need to get back at the line of scrimmage and get ready and snap it. We don't have time to be running off the field asking where the play is. We need to have 2 plays in mind right here. Call them right now in this huddle.
Chuck, and I'm going to say what, I do nothing fancy. I'm going right back up the gut. I've got to get an inch.
Yeah, if you can't get a foot, that's basically what you need. You need look at where the ball is, less than a foot.
Yeah, it's almost touching the goal line.
And here's the thing that I don't understand. Why don't we have a play from underneath the center?
Yeah.
You're in the shotgun and you're 4 yards off the ball with, goal to go from the 2-inch line.
Devils up to the line, 38.1 seconds, first and goal. Malik in the shotgun. Man in motion. And we got whistle.
What is this?
And we got a flag.
I think it's going to be on them. It's going to be on the defense.
Yeah, they were encroachment on the defense.
Yeah. Half the distance, that's going to be one inch.
Offside, Marion.
So now the ball's on the 1-inch yard line instead of the 2-inch yard line.
Chuck, this is going to give me a heart attack.
Yeah, me too.
This testing this 64-year-old heart. It's closer to 65 than it is 64.
That ball looks like it's in the deck end zone to me.
Devils up to the ball. Man in motion. Malik's going to take it up the middle. Malik, they grab him. Malik,
he got it.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
Bruce, that was not the second effort. That was not the third effort. That was the 4th effort. They had him stopped in the backfield. He kept his legs turning, and they kept hitting him, and he kept driving. They ended up carrying those guys 2 yards down in the end zone. Now we got the 2-point conversion coming up here. We've got to score here on the 2-point conversion.
34-32. 32.4 seconds to go in the game, but this is the game right here, folks. Devils line up. We're going to go for 2. They're going to split Sims to the right side. And let's see, if they got a timeout, they're going to call it. Yes, they got 1 timeout left. They're calling it. And Chuck, we're going to keep it right here. It comes down to this. Nobody's got any times left.
That's it. Nope.
We score, we tie it.
Yep.
If we don't, it's over.
That's right. Yeah, we don't score here. I'm not going to say that. We're going to score here. We're going to score here. We're going to get this.
I tell you what, it's gonna take a heck of a shot. We're not gonna go down with no light hand grabbing or anything. It's gonna take a body shot to get us down.
That's right.
Devils huddled up over here between the 15 and 20 on our sideline as they're trying to come up with the play they want. Devils trail 34-32, 32.4 seconds to go. We trailed by 2 scores, folks, here in the fourth quarter, and the Devils have come back within 2. We'll line up for the 2-point conversion. We'll send Nelson Singletary wide to the right side. Outside of him, though, is Sims, Zenard, and Naeem Blair over here on the left side. Men in motion every which way. We got guys going left and right. They set. Now another man in motion. We're going to take the snap. We're going to roll to the right. We look, and we're going to throw to the end zone.
Yeah! Did you get it? Give it to him. Yes! Yes!
Okay. He completes it on the sideline. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness. I don't even know who he hit in the corner over there, unless it's 13 Sims.
Oh man, so exciting! We got the referees over here just high-fiving us. Oh, this is great! This is great.
I'm going to say that's 11-13 at this point. I believe 34-34. We're right back where we started, back at 7:30.
7:30, yeah, 3 hours and 5 minutes ago. Hey, guys, folks, if you're out there listening to this game right now, we appreciate you listening, but I feel sorry for you. You have missed an amazing football game.
Wow.
An amazing game. This is so exciting. We don't.
I don't even want to say. This is.
We need to kick. First of all, they got one guy deep back there, Bruce. We need to kick the ball where he is not. He's closer to this hash over here. Kick it to the hash on the other side and get down there and try to cover. Don't squib kick this.
No, kick it as long and hard as you can.
There's too much time left on the clock to squib kick this. And they got that field goal kicker who kicked the ball a mile.
Yes, kick it as hard as you can. And they're going to...
Oh, they fouled it.
Let's see. We got it. Red Devils have covered it, I think. Let's give it the call from the officials.
What are they saying? They give it to them.
Wow.
I thought we had that ball.
Man. We had more red jerseys than they had white.
I thought I saw one of our guys on it. Yeah, our crowd doesn't like that call either. I thought we was on that ball.
Wow.
Woo, man.
This has been a very enthusiastic, loud crowd tonight.
Yes, it has.
First down.
And, Chuck, I apologize to the fans if they couldn't understand me a couple times.
I think I heard you and I understood you, so I think they did.
This journey started me back in 1993. And it is as fun tonight as it's ever been.
That's right. 29.1 seconds left to go. I want to see some overtime, Bruce. I want to see some free football.
Red Devil fans on their feet.
Hey, and the play clock's down to 15, and they're just coming on the field.
Yes. They hustle out here. The big boys up front working as hard as they can to get here. 8 seconds, 7 seconds.
All those guys have played both ways all night long.
4 seconds. There's the snap. We rush. They're trying to pass. We're on him. And he's going to throw it. Go! He's on the 40, 35. He's on the 30. Yeah!
With 16.8 seconds left, we got the ball back.
This Devils,
incredible.
Devils, when they return from the 40 down to the 30 on the other sideline.
Bruce, he just threw it up there in hopes, and we had 3 guys around that defender or that receiver, and it was just whoever wanted to take it.
Number 9, Collins.
Yes, sir.
With the return.
And he returned it from the 40 all the way down to the 30 on the other side. 30-yard return on the interception. Now we're 30 yards away from winning this football game, Bruce.
Devils, 16.8 seconds left to go.
We have no timeouts left. We have got to make sure we get the ball out of bounds or down to the end zone.
I wish we had 14 on the side coming this way with a reverse. There's a pass. We're going to throw it towards the end zone. We got a man open. He takes the Yeah. He said,
wait.
No one said touchdown.
No one said no. No one said no. He was bobbling it.
Wow.
Man.
Holy cow.
Hey,
Holy cow.
Malik Brown he put that ball exactly where it had to be. He had put that ball exactly where it had to be.
You have to go get a receiver.
Yeah, we got one down.
And Chuck, it may be exhaustion. And
I think it is. He's cramping up out there. My goodness. Ken, I know we're blowing your ears off in the studio, but my goodness, this is a great game.
Wow. Chuck, I thought it'd be a dogfight. I never envisioned this. Never.
Man.
Never in a million years.
No, sir. This is a good one here.
You guys sound great to me.
And this is two heavyweights. I'm telling you this right now. This is not the two teams that played last year. We talked about that earlier.
No,
this is not the two teams that played last year. No. These two teams right here are going to be in the playoffs this year.
Wow. This is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
It ain't over yet, guys. 10 seconds left. We got at least 2 plays left in this game.
We intercept it. We move it. After going down 2 scores, to go down and tie it with a 2-point conversion, then intercept that ball and set it up over on that far side like that, and then that pass in the end zone, and that was Sims down there.
Bruce, we were down by 2 scores, under 6 minutes left to go in the game.
Wow. Jeez. Sims was the one that gave all he had and couldn't quite come up with it. The young man has played his butt off. Devils will line up. We line up on the hash on the far side. You got Collins in the slot over here, and he's a little speed demon that can catch the ball pretty darn well. You got Bryson Singletary way out here on this on the numbers out here on the 30. Naeem Blair on the top side up there on the wing. Malik steps back, looks, and he's going to throw it deep over here in this corner. And it's underthrown, and they'll
intercepted it.
They'll intercept it at the 12-yard line. And Chuck, I don't know if they put and set up overtime in advance for this game or not. That's something that has to be done in advance.
Oh, really?
Unless it's changed in recent years.
Yeah.
It's something that's in non-region, you don't know.
Yeah.
34-34. They intercepted back. That one dropped a little underneath. That one slipped coming out of his hands.
Bruce, excuse me 1 second. I'll ask our ref over here beside us.
1st and 10, Eagles at their 12-yard line, and they're going to line up. They're going to line up in the victory formation. They're not going to take a chance here. Devils got guys spread. They'll kneel on it. The clock will start to run, and the final seconds will tick off. And I don't know. We'll see.
Bruce, I conferred with the refs. So the overtime rules are going to be each team gets the ball on the 15-yard line.
Going in.
And after the second overtime, it goes to 2-point conversion. It's a lot like college football. College football starts on the 25. High school's going to start on the 15. What a game, Bruce! What a game! To be honest with you, Bruce, it doesn't matter really. Well, it does. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It does matter who wins this game, but at this point, it's just, man, I'm proud of these kids for battling. Man, they battled all night long, and to have Dagan go down, one of their best offensive weapons go down, and some of the other guys who've gone down. They have been battling all night. Man, that's great.
Ken, we're going to take a 60-second break. Devils and the Eagles tied at 34. We're headed to overtime. We're going to take a 60-second break, and we'll be back at Bobby Gentry Stadium in just a minute. Stay tuned.
For over 50 years, the steakhouse restaurant has been a tradition in Hawkinsville, just like the great tradition of the Hawkinsville Red Devils and their 6 state championships in football. Lewis Fowler and the staff at the steakhouse restaurant invite you to stop by for the daily lunch buffet and the special Thursday night buffet, and don't forget the $8.99 daily specials. Go by and see Lewis Fowler and the staff at the Steakhouse Restaurant on the Highway 341 bypass on top of the hill in Hawkinsville. Go Red Devils!
I walk the mean streets of Atlanta in a police uniform. That gives me an important perspective most lawyers can't give you. If you find yourself in a tough situation leading to an arrest, remember, your best bet for a good defense is to remain completely respectful but quiet. I can't stress that enough. And call me as soon as you possibly can. I'm David Venable. Call me.
The Big City Lawyer with Small Town Shine. David Venable, attorney at law. Broad Street, Hawkinsville. Call 478-783-2825.
We're back as we're headed into overtime. The teams will begin on the 15-yard line going in. And let's see, the Devils will play defense first. And Chuck, I agree with that. I want to know what I got to do to win the ball game.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what you want to know because, if you can hold them here, then you know what you got to do. You're exactly right.
Well, now throw into the equation, they got a kicker that can kick the ball a mile.
Well, that's true.
That's not.
But if we can hold them to a field goal, then we know we can score a touchdown and win the football game.
Eagles up to the line.
Here we go.
At the 15, they'll take it. They'll toss it to the right to Times. He cuts back. He's headed to the 5. He's headed down towards the goal line, and they're going to mark him just shy of the goal line. He just went 14 yards.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
And it yeah. That kid's he's been there all night. He's done a good job all night.
Chuck, I was hoping we didn't have to do it this way.
I know.
Wow, geez.
Yeah.
Ball on the 1 yard line. Matter of fact, the back of the ball is touching the line, 1 yard line. They'll split wide out to the side. They're going to be in the pistol. They're going to give it right back up the middle to number 15. Touchdown.
All right, well, let's just see what we have to do here.
Touchdown, Marion.
Maybe they'll miss the extra point, and we'll be able to score a touchdown and kick the extra point and win the game.
They'll send out their kicking team now. Kicks are very important now.
One thing about this, as a defensive guy, and I was a defensive coordinator, you hate this because it makes your
stats,
your goals, your stats, and everything. Well, I had goals for my guys. We wanted certain things, and this kind of messes it up.
They'll line up for the point after. Young to attempt the point. There's snap high. He gets it.
He missed it. He
missed it. It hits the left upright. No good.
I saw that coming, and before it even hit that upright, I saw the way the ball was snapped and held. I knew he was going to miss. Wow, Bruce, that's a big break for the Hawkinsville Red Devils right there.
40-34 now. Devils will get the ball. They'll get it at the 15. They'll have up to 4 plays to get it into the end zone. But they can get a first down.
That's true. They can get a first down. Score and kick the extra point. Bruce, go out here with a 41-40 win. Boy, that will be great.
Oh, it would be absolutely great. Devils will break the huddle. Overtime number 1, 40-34 now. The Eagles lead. Devils send 2 wides to the left, wing to the right side. Man in motion this way. And going to toss it to him out here. That's Sims. Sims is going to cross the 15 down to about the 10.
That was Nian Blair.
By number 2, Naeem
Blair, excuse me.
Down to the 10-yard line. Second down and 5.
Yep, 5 yards on the carry.
Going to be spotted down on the 10 now. 2nd and 5.
Well, if we can run 3 plays to get 5 yards each play, that's a touchdown, right?
That's correct.
In my estimation.
2 wides to the right now. Red Devils, shotgun, empty backfield. Man in motion this way. Malik's going to take it, going to toss it. No, he's going to keep it up the middle. Malik down to about the 5. Malik
He's still driving.
Malik down! Yes, Malik Brown, 10 yards!
Bruce, what? Extra point away from winning this football game.
Now the Devils will go for the point after. They're going to see... It'll be Wesley Johnson, who kicked it pretty good last time. Devils sending the kicking team out there. And it's going to be Coffey, the young freshman holding this time. Wesley Johnson. Now we got a time called by the Eagles.
Oh, we'll try to ice him.
Timeout on the field. 40.
My goodness.
First overtime. Devils kick the ball through the uprights. It's over. Chuck, let me ask you a question. They jump off sides. You split half the distance. Do you try to kick it or you try to muscle in with the guys that we got?
I'll be honest with you. Well, if I had Dagan, I would go for it here. But if they did that, but that's a great question. I think I would probably at this point decline the penalty because you want to have that angle, the farther back, and I would still try to kick it. I think I got faith in this guy kicking. I saw him kick earlier.
Absolutely. He nailed it.
Yeah, he did. So I got faith in the kicker.
Got a good leg.
And they just need to stop talking to him. You don't talk to kickers.
No,
just leave them alone. They're weird people anyway. You just leave them alone.
His mama may disagree with you a little bit.
I'm not saying this one, but I'm talking about in general. Here we go. Here we go, Bruce. Here we go.
Devils line up for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is high.
Wow, that's good. Man, what a game, folks. Y'all missed a great game.
Wow. I have never in my life been part of something like this.
This is awesome.
Wow.
Eddie, I've been trying to keep Eddie up to date on everything. He said, man, Eddie, if you're listening, you missed it, buddy. You missed it. So you guys.
Oh, yeah, come on. Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Wow, what a game, Bruce.
Wow.
That's one. I might have to go back tomorrow and listen to this game on the radio tomorrow, Bruce.
Look down the field. We got one with a cramp. Imagine that.
Well, I'll tell you this. Hey, that's a good feeling cramp right there.
Wow.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
What a ball game, folks.
We had the official crew over here in the booth next to us, and they were congratulating us too. So they saw a hard fought game.
Did you see?
I saw that.
Singletary.
Yeah, he just did a backflip.
Wow. Two of them.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Man.
Chuck, I don't know what else to say about this. This is unbelievable. I've done a lot of ball games in my career. I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen some championships and I've seen some heck of ball games. But
man, to win like this,
Chuck, I'm telling you, these kids could have quit in the fourth quarter.
They sure could have.
They
when they went down, when they fumbled that ball, or they fumbled, took it back, scored on that. Pulled out of our hands, took it down, scored. We're down 34-20. Those kids could have given up. And I'm gonna tell you something. To Coach Settle's credit, he don't have a culture of quitting.
No.
And it's obvious he has taught these kids. In the short time he's been here, he's taught these kids you will battle every play, and it's obvious. Wow, what a game, Bruce. What a game.
Now. Wow, unbelievable. Jeez. Bobby Gentry Stadium's seen a lot of games, but this is probably the wildest one I can remember. And I've been here for a lot of them. This is absolutely incredible.
Man, and hey, listen, the crowd don't even want to leave. Look at them. They're still here. Nobody has left.
No, nobody's leaving. You see the fans everywhere in the stands. Nobody's leaving.
Man, great game. What a great game.
41-40.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would beg you guys to come out and watch these guys play. This is a team that's exciting to watch, a team that just don't care about, hey, we get hurt. You know what? We're going to get back up and we're going to keep battling. We're not going to lay down. We're not going to quit. And that's what you like to see. That's how you teach young boys into being men right there. Wow, I love it. I love it.
An incredible game, folks. Laying all joking aside, I've seen a lot, and I done my first broadcast in August of 1993. Red Devils on the road at Johnson County. Johnson County was ranked number 1 in the state preseason. We beat them 14-13. They didn't lose another ball game that year until the championship game. I've seen the 15-0s. I've seen the 0-15s. I mean, the 0-10s and everything in between.
Man.
But this is absolutely one of the most exciting games I guess I've ever seen. Chuck, I've witnessed a lot, but this is unbelievable. I'm telling you that this is.
I feel a different culture here, Bruce, than what I felt last year. I feel a culture. First of all, I feel a sense of confidence. These kids are the way they walk, the way they carry themselves. They don't walk around defeated. I don't see a lot of. I think we saw a lot of penalties tonight, false start stuff, but I don't see a lot of discipline penalties.
No,
you know what I mean? Where we're, last year we're jawing and we're trying to fight and all this. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing clean football. I'm seeing execution. I'm seeing guys who are battling after their, after adversity, and that's what you want to see as a coach, growth from the team.
And this is both teams. I got to say this.
Absolutely.
I have never seen two teams lay down on the field as much as these two have.
Those
guys across the way, the Marion County Eagles, they have played their butts off. They, quite frankly, with 6 minutes going in the game, they knew they were going back home with a victory. But a testament to both of these teams, they fought hard. They fought a tough ball game. But in the end, ladies and gentlemen, the Devils down by 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Come back, scored, tied up. They go to overtime. Marion misses the extra point. The Red Devils, Wes Johnson with young Coffey. I think it's Ethan Coffey, number 17. Ethan Coffey. You put a freshman out there to hold the ball.
Bruce, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to and I can tell you this firsthand knowledge. I was a holder my junior year in high school, and Bruce, I'm going to tell you something. That is a pressure position. Yes, it's a pressure position. Now, good thing it's a dry night and it's not cold. The ball's not wet, but on a wet, cold, rainy night, that is not an easy thing to do.
I think they're going down in front of the band.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great. Now, Bruce, you're talking about Marion County. One thing that they shouldn't hold their heads at all, because Bruce, they came over here with with about half the players that Hawkinsville has, and although it wasn't really hot or muggy, still football. You got all the equipment on, and 75 degrees, and these guys are tired, and we're running them down the field, and they're getting tired, and they still battle, man. Every single one of those kids are battled. I'm proud of them. Number 15 over there, he plays hard out. Bunch of those big boys in the line, they played their hearts out over there. My heart goes out to them, but I tell you what, I'm just thrilled to see these Red Devils the way they played tonight.
Red Devils tonight, winners in overtime, 41 to 40. I want to say thanks to Ken back at the studio. Thanks to Chuck for sitting in with me tonight, and
my pleasure,
folks.
After what we went through last year, Bruce, this is fun, man. It wasn't very much fun last year, was it?
No.
It's fun right now.
I've been emotional on occasions over the years. This may top them.
Yeah.
Wow. Devils winning here tonight, 41 to 40. We need to get out of here and let you guys go back to doing whatever you're doing. It's been a pleasure. I want to thank all my listeners tonight, our listeners. All over the place. I know we've got guys in Texas. We got them in Florida, the Dykes, and then, of course, Blake out in Texas and his family, and we got them scattered everywhere. Listen, guys, we really appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
We do this for y'all. We're not the best. We don't claim to be the best. We have fun. We enjoy it. We hope that you guys enjoyed tonight. We want to say again, thanks to Ken back at the studio. Thanks to Chuck. And Bruce saying so. Well, remind you the Steakhouse Restaurant in the morning at about 9:01 on the Steakhouse Restaurant Saturday morning quarterback show in the morning on the XL Sports Network. Again, that's it for tonight. Devils in overtime, 41-40 winners. Again, for Ken at the studios, Chuck, this is Bruce saying so long. You've been listening to Red Devil Football on the